my theme music.
My viewers forever.
You gay or straight?
Straight.
You think other people gonna think that?
Yeah.
You feel like he gay or straight?
Got the pink shirt on. He definitely gay, bro. Gay as hell.
You gay or straight?
Nah, I'm straight.
You think other people gonna think that?
Of course.
You feel like he gay or straight?
Gay as fuck for sure.
Why you say that?
Trying too hard with the fucking that
You gay or straight?
straight as fuck.
You think other people gonna think that?
Yeah.
You feel like he gay or straight?
He gay as a bitch. He look like an Indian Caillou, nigga. Nigga, his chain all fucked up and shit. Nigga, like he just came from Iraq, cuz.
You gay or straight?
Straight as shit.
You think other people gonna think that?
Hell yeah, I think they all great type shit.
You feel like he gay or straight?
Them homies queer in a $3 bill.
Why you say that?
You know what you want. That guy don't want pussy.
You gay or straight?
I'm straight.
You think other people gonna think that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel like he gay or straight?
Nah, he gay.
Why you say that?
He look gay.
You gay or straight?
I'm straight.
You think other people gonna think that?
Hell yeah.
You feel like he gay or straight?
Yeah, he look straight.
Are you gay or straight?
Straight, bro.
You think other people gonna think that?
For sure.
You feel like he gay or straight?
That nigga gay.
Why you say that?
Big gang, the pose is throwing me off. The hat is little as hell. I ain't gonna hate though, but I sound like a hating ass nigga, but I ain't gonna hate, but that nigga gay.
You gay or straight?
I'm as straight as can be.
You think other people gonna think that?
Probably so.
Are you gay or straight? Do you think other people's gonna think that? I think we should start doing that, innit? Where's my manners? Good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, wherever you are around the world. I think we should do that in the community, innit? Gay or straight, and then check what the next man says, because everyone looks gay. Kind of like this. Do they look gay or straight? You know what I'm saying? Do they look gay or straight? What's going on though, people? What's going on? We're back in the building. I don't know why it's looking kind of blurry today. I'm not sure. But we're here. We're here. Nobody in the house, so hopefully the internet's not pants. Although we have now got lift off down at my mum's. So come Saturday night, I might have to go down there, see what's going on. Do the Sunday morning show from there or afternoon, and then get ready for pitch politics. So you know what I mean? Hopefully that goes well. Hopefully there's no more issues. Hopefully everyone can turn up. But we'll let you know one way or the other. You know, we'll let you know one way or the other. Hopefully we can be on time. Hopefully everything is cool. But we will see. Quaj is in the building early. Hope you're good, bro. Big up, big up. And that was me testing the comments, but do like and share. Excuse me, Jesus. I've only had one coffee and I started drinking water and I just started to feel gassy. Big up though, man. Yeah, like and share. We are going to need all the help in the world. Helsinki, what you telling me, bro? What am I smoking on today? I think it's like some sort of pineapple. It's got a bit, it's sweet. I don't know what the name of it is. I got it 2 days ago. It's nearly running out actually. And the guy across the road's meant to have some RS11 or something back in the building. So we're going to check that out today. I've got a little something. I've only got a couple joints though. I need to step out and I need to get another pack. Big up, man. Please subscribe. Yes, man. Glad that you found it funny. That's funny to me, innit? Everyone don't think they look gay until you show them, you show someone else the picture. Gay? Always funny, bro. Big up to you. Big up to Guna SE. What's man talking about? Hope you're well today, my brother. Thanks for the trophy. Now fuck off. Big up, yo. Always a pleasure. Men like hypers in the building. What are you telling me, bro? Hope you're well today. Andrew's in the building. We got the gang, man. We got the gang. I kind of got into a car crash. What? I'm okay yesterday and just been upset about ever since. Hopefully the show can check. Bro, first and foremost, I'm glad you're okay. It's not a joke, you know. And listen, if you get any type of pains in your shoulders or your neck, yeah, depending on the circumstances of the crash, you can make a little claim on that. That's what I used to do as well years back. Accident advice helpline, and then it turned into, is it like Spencer and some bollocks, but it was a claim company. And I'm just going to tell you lot now, if you're in a crash and you get even if you're not the driver, like if you're not the driver, it don't matter what happens in the crash, you can make a claim. If you're the driver, it matters. Was you hit from behind? Was you hit from the side? You know what I'm trying to say? So I know it's a little bit kind of insensitive, my bro, but it could be a little something down the line, innit? If you need any help, message me on X or Instagram, but get well soon, my G. And hopefully, man, hopefully we can have a little laugh. I ain't got too much planned today. We're going to obviously check out the transfer news, the Cannon headlines. People kept asking me about this Troops thing, so I'll quickly have a little look at his response. I don't know. We'll just, you know what I mean? Depending on how many we get in, will depend on how long we go. I obviously want to keep giving you shows every day, and I will keep doing that, but it is going to be hard. You know, we're basically in the summer. You know what I mean? What more can we talk about other than transfers, other than moves, other than the World Cup? But I don't want to not stream or cut it down because we're still trying to build. You know what I'm trying to say? We're still trying to get to the 3K. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get to 3K before the next season, but we have to keep trying to pump out the work. So I'm going to try and, I don't know, just do some different things, you know, maybe have some interventions, start loading up under the lenses, you know what I'm trying to say, and find, you know, some other bits that we can do. I also done another video on ViewsTube, obviously talking about the other channels, you know, go and check that out, please. Again, you know, it don't matter what I seem to do on there. It's not really getting no eyes, but yeah, show me a little bit of love on the 79 channels that this guy always says. I think that's quite funny. Big him up. You know what I mean? But yeah, go and show them some love all the same, man. And go and show Recon some love. Hope you're good, bro. Big up to you. What's up, views in the chat? All right today, man. Can't lie. Still dealing with a whole load of stuff, but as I always say, man, we roll with the punches, man. That's none of your problem, innit? So let me not make it. Hope you're well, though. Make sure that we're all liking and subscribing over here and to the Bro Recon Football. We're going to get you back on soon, man. Quite a few people. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a whole big, like, 10 people, you know, like Rashid's first 11. But we're going to get some people up in it. Why not? Because it's the summer. There's not really too much going on. And we'll try and make some content. There's Andrew Macari's link. Love that, bro. My brother. Hold on. You know that's love. We need all the help we can get. I think the highest we've been, and even the heart don't want to arch, is like 15. You know what I mean? So yeah, nothing but love. And all of you guys, Kwaja, anyone else that shares it. That's what we need. You know what I'm trying to say? Big up to all of you. Yeah, always, bro. Always. And I found it. Last year, January is the first time I've ever smoked it. Imagine that. When I was in Dam, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because how much did I pay? I paid like 30 euros for a gram of it. You know what I'm trying to say? But it was that good. The ones I've had over here is nice, but not like I had in Dam. That was the proper thing. But I'm not going to lie. The one over here is nice as well. So I think the guy's saying, yeah, I've got some. Like, yeah, sort me out, bro. 3 for 50. We'll see you in a bit. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, big up my smokers. Big up my smokers. And you see, like, when I'm down at Mumsy's or whatnot, or even if I have to, yeah, the rules ain't quite the same. You know what I'm trying to say? So, boy, be careful that we're not just rolling joints and smoking live on air and all of that. I wanted it to be a little bit more laid back anyway. That's why I like a chronic weed red. You get me? Just, yeah. We're going to celebrate what we do over here. Lower back and back for car crash 2 can click. Yeah, man. Like I said, if you're the driver, it depends where you get hit from. If you're a passenger, it don't matter. It don't matter about nothing. You get me? You can make a claim. And they can't tell you, oh, we don't do whiplash no more. All they've done is change the term. They call it muscular damage now. That's it. They can't tell you that you're lying. So I just advise everyone to claim. Why not? You know what I mean? Big up to Kwaja. Statics in the building. Big up, bro. Big up, man. I did see I didn't watch the whole thing though because my phone was far arsing about to run out of battery. I think you sent me a reaction in it. I saw a little bit of it for the Champions League. But yeah, man, keep hitting the like and subscribe. And there he is. Go and follow him on Instagram and see his reactions. And we got to the bottom of the chat. Imagine that. Obviously, there's only like 9 people and there was 10 before. But it is what it is. We're going to start looking at some stuff then. Why not? Why not? That's what I just got to do. Just go through the stuff. If people's here, they're here. If not, then we just finish up a bit early. Static says, views. If Arsenal want Julian Alvarez and Fernandes, they need to move fast or they won't get both players. That's a fact. And that's what I want to talk about today because it seems like United's moving. It seems like every club's kind of moving and we're just sitting there like, you know what I'm trying to say? What are we doing? We're just hearing, oh, Morgan Rogers, but I'm not seeing nothing concrete. I watched Fabrizio's video the other day and he's like, yeah, Arsenal like him. They're in for him, but so is other clubs. It didn't really seem like it was about to happen. Whereas Diomande, I did watch a little bit of him yesterday because they played France, innit? Ivory Coast, I believe. They played France. I didn't watch the whole thing. Obviously, I was busy trying to get everything together for Sunday. But yes, you know, I'm thinking, yeah, look, Diomande, he could be going to Liverpool. It looks like they're leading the race. I put their West Ham want 80 million for Mateus Fernandes. Now, this guy, I'm sorry, I don't think he's worth that money. If we're spending 80 to 100 million, that needs to be on Anderson, Wharton, Morgan Rogers. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Even Onana, that'll be a bit lower, like 50 to 60 maybe. 80 million for Mateus Fernandes. Like, come on, bro. I know West Ham just got relegated, but behave yourself, innit? You know what I mean? So United's been linked with him as well. But I think it's this price tag that's like, what? We're not ready to pay that for this guy just yet. You know what I'm trying to say? Bruno Fernandes, we don't know what's happening with him, but apparently Man United's got a plan. So we're going to see all of that. There's a couple more comments. I'll just do that, and then we'll get into the canon headlines. I appreciate all of you legends that are here with me. As you can see, you know, bus stop numbers. That's why I said to Shane, leave it. Like, let's try and build it up ourselves. So I do need you guys, man. Please like it, share it, whether it's on X, repost on Instagram, or repost on here, whatever it is. Subscribe to Recon Football. There you go, man. Come on. I know all of you guys are already, though. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Fraley's in the building. Hope you're well, man. Hope you are well.
This fucking manager!
There you go, Andrew. Views, thank you. Yes, I finally reacted to the final. I basically said it was even between both teams. PSG wasted a lot of chances, should have won after 90 minutes and extra time. Arsenal attack poor. Yeah, the more I see of it, I'm like, I got too much caught up in the fact that we're not getting battered. We're not getting battered, but that's here nor there. Because if we can't lay a glove on them, we're not going to win the game. And yes, we scored early, and you know what I'm trying to say, but we should have done more. We should have done more. Every time I see it, my bro, I just feel like what could have been. And I look at the players, and I don't feel like they're not trying. I just feel like because they finally won the league, it's like they're wholeheartedly believing in what Mikel Arteta is saying. So they believe they can just keep doing the same things and eventually something will change. Bro, it's happened now, innit? You can't cry over spilt milk. It's the second final in my lifetime. I might not get to a third. People said third time lucky, views. I might not get to a third. Let's hope that we don't take 20 years to get to another final. PSG was, I understand, like we didn't get battered, but they weren't exactly who they are either. They were there for the taking. When I look at it, and it's like we gave them too much respect. And this is what we do in final, Static, and in one-off big games. Not just you, but everyone. We try to draw the game. This is ridiculous. It doesn't work. It will work for the Premier League, as I said yesterday, because it's 38 games. You don't even have to take points off your rivals to win. We've just proven it. So, yeah, man. But big up though, his reactions there. I did see a bit of it. Thank you for letting us know. Penalties always 50-50. Yeah. No, once we got to penalties, I was like, cool, it's 50-50. I wanted it to get to penalties. I'll tell you why, because we weren't taking enough of our chances. And I felt like if we don't do something soon, they might score and it might not even go to penalties. So once we got there, I'm like, look, we got to penalties is 50-50. So I'm proud of the boys like that. I'm not going to jump on Eze. I'm not going to jump on Magalhaes, because if it weren't for those two guys, along with some others, we probably wouldn't have won nothing this year. You know, penalties is penalties. Shit happens. You miss, you hit the ball wrong, nerves. We know what happens. I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, and I implore you guys to not do that too. Don't throw anyone under the but it's penalties, guys. Yes, we expect them to do better. Why have we got a centre back taking? It doesn't matter if he wanted to. Yeah, you'll take one when everyone else is taking one, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Sudden death or so. I don't know, but listen, even Arteta, I wasn't on in terms of criticism so much because that's him. That's Mikel Arteta. The same way we knew he wasn't going to change anything to win the Premier League. We just had to turn it around ourselves almost with our results and that. He isn't going to change how he approaches a final or a big game. And it's not in the winning way. It's literally to draw. Like, when are you ever not going to be cautious? So, it's like Kai Havertz. You can have him in front of goal, missing left, right, and centre. You can't get upset with Kai. He don't pick himself. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, I had the same attitude with Arteta. I'm not going to expect you to be attacking and brave when you're never attacking and brave. And we're the ones that have to suffer for it. We have just given the whole country life. Spurs fans think they can chat to us. Nearly got relegated. But that's how much no one wanted us to win that Champions League. And the more we got to it, after we won the Premier League, because I was so gutted, not that we won. Of course, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm gutted that the club showed their cheeks. The club did a hincappy. They said that Mikel was going to stay regardless. So that took some of the gloss off it. But if we would have won that Champions League, it probably would have put the gloss back on because we've never seen it. And all of these guys that are chatting now, giving them life, all of them would have been quiet. You know, all these teams that didn't win a trophy, because remember all the years before when we didn't win a trophy, even though we did all right, we didn't win the trophy, nothing but banter. These men think they can banter us for losing the Champions League final and you didn't win a trophy. You see how things are different. But that's down to us though, guys. We're literally giving the rivals life. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Very poor. I'm being generous about Arsenal. Big up to you, my bro. Big up KLS as well. Good to have you in, my G. Hope you're well. Please hit the like. Please share. We haven't gone over 15 people and we're currently sitting on 10. Let's see if we can drum up some numbers. Big up to Fraley. Clubs always overpriced, especially. No, I hear that, but come on, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm like, listen, you can charge that price. People can charge what they want. It's just whether other people are going to pay for it. You see, like when we're now in the summer and we might want to get rid of some of our players. No one's going to pay what we want unless it's Lewis Skelly or Ethan Wanyeri. And if this club sell those players, bro, it's finished. I don't care what no one says. Finished. To keep the likes of Zubamendi and Moreno and Odegaard and Havertz. This is what I was talking about yesterday, guys. Big up to Andrew. Sydney just signed Oxlade-Chamberlain. Are you kidding? So what, he's going to go over to Oz? That's a nice little move at the end of your career, you know. I'm not going to lie. Lovely weather, lovely broads. Let's be honest. You get me? The weed was good over there. Listen. Fraley, if there's any opportunities in Australia, shout me, G. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, because man might be out of this fucking house. No one in here really gives a shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just like, I'm approaching this like I'm in the last stages now. We're in the final furlong of life. So we got to do things that make us happy, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? Really and truly. Big up to Oxlade-Chamberlain, bro. Obviously, he went to Scotland. I thought he's going to try and weasel his way back in, maybe Championship, even League One. But he said no. Going to the A-League. Big him up, man. Big him up. Big up to you as well, my bro. Facts views. Go to the kill when it comes to finals. Exactly. You don't get a trophy. All you get is a runners-up medal. And who wants that? We weren't even getting that before, though. You know what I'm trying to say? But that's what happens when you get to a final. But yeah, bro. You had 2 different finals, and we had a massive game at the Etihad where really and truly, if we beat them there, we probably would have won the league there and bragging rights, and we landed a blow on our opponents, but we didn't. Again, we went there and lost. Go in there with too much respect. Go in there not to lose. We done the same thing at the Emirates against all the big teams. It's a joke. We barely took any points off them, bro. 50-50 with United. Drawing a loss to Liverpool, drawing a loss to City. Like, what are we doing? Well, it's only Tottenham and Chelsea we can get points off. I'm telling you, bro. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Big up to you, though, my G. PSG goalkeeper was shitting himself. Yeah. Yeah, he's arse. He definitely is, man. He definitely is. But then look at Raya, like jump, like doing Minority Report. He was moving like top gooners in January, trying to celebrate something we ain't won yet. Just diving it, bro. I never liked Raya in penalties, but Raya, the more and more I see the highlights of his saves this season, bro. I don't give out the world class thing often, but it's see like in terms of just reactions, like I don't know if there's anyone better than him. People might be better at penalties. I think Kepa's better than him in penalties. Donnarumma's probably better than him in some things. I don't know. It's not really coming to mind at the minute. But you see, like the only thing holding Raya back is he's a bit crackheadish. You know, like sometimes he just run out or he'll do something mad. But he's very close to being numero uno, in my opinion, bro. And now he's Spain's #1 keeper. What's man talking about? Views, if Arsenal sell Kepa, I'll be happy. Yeah, absolutely. What do we need him for? Come and use Setford or Hine or whoever. And then if there's a big boy goalkeeper that, you know, just like what happened with City, then you're ready to pounce, aren't you? You know? And we're not even doing business early. Other people are getting players. They're getting confirmed. The deals are done. The medicals are done. And we're just sitting there like, we won the league. We don't need to do anything. We do. Big up to you, my bro. Big up Helsinki. PSG made a big mistake selling their goalkeeper to City. Yeah, bro. New one shit. Listen, I still rate Donnarumma, even though he's been a bit shaky as well. Like, no one's been perfect this year. Not even for Arsenal. So, 100%. I stick by what I say. If you rush too much, then you can lose out at the end of the window. But at the same time, I'd rather take that risk as long as you know who your targets are. And as long as they're not shit ones like Kepa and Madueke and Norgard, because all three of those players we could probably do with getting rid of now. And are we going to be able to? No. Maybe Norgard. Someone might feel sorry for him, but they're not going to be paying what we paid. It's like everything's a loss. Even Norgard, 10 million, we'll probably make a loss on that. It's crazy, isn't it? Gigi had a big falling out with, yeah. And when that happens, the same with Mbappe and that. Mbappe's a good player. Come on, man. We're not going to try and say he's not, but it's just everything else he brings. But I'm seeing Arsenal fans talking about how good he is and we'll take him at Arsenal. Star power. But you're moaning about Osherman or Ivan Toney, where they could both come in and help us massively. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Madness. Views, I also criticize the players and Arteta for negative football. Good. Listen, praise them when they win and criticize them when they don't. Because there is that over here. People seem to think it isn't, but anyway, especially time wasting. I said this will come back to haunt Arsenal. Exactly what happened. There you go. There you go. And I hate that. I don't want to be the guy having to time waste and be dark arts. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like pussies, bro. I don't like soy boys. It's all kicking off a man standing next to the referee. I don't want that. Like, you have to be able to be a man. This is a physical game. But at the same time, I don't want to be the team that's known for putting the foot in or being niggly and wasting time. That's not Arsenal. I'm wearing the island top. That's not Arsenal, bro. That's not what I grew up on. Even in our worst times, we played good football. You didn't go to the Emirates and falling asleep. Do you know what I mean? You're not seeing the 8 we want to sell. You're talking to me. Why is that? Sometimes I read certain things and I'm just like, you know, like the monkey in the Simpsons with the symbols. I don't know what it is, bro. Just brain fart. You're not seeing the 8 we want to sell. What? The 8 players or the position 8? I don't know why I'm a bit confused. Yeah, this pineapple thing is just not bad. Helsinki, both current PSG goalkeepers are not great. They just are decent. That's it. Facts. Members, links. Big up to you, my bro. Let me see if I can find this quickly. While there ain't too many people in the building, man. But I appreciate you legends that are here with me, man. You know what I mean? Maybe we're just going to wrap today. I don't really know. You know what I mean? There's the members links. Appreciate that, Kwaja. Let me just pin that. Yeah, because we're always trying to encourage people to be members. Yeah. 99p a month. It's not expensive. You help keep the lights on and, you know, help keep the motivation going. So we appreciate that. And if you can't, that's not a problem either. Like and share. You can show love in other ways. Do you know what I'm trying to say? West Ham are high on Kenny. I don't know what's 80 million. What? I know you got relegated, but that now makes your players championship players, bro. Like, you're still wanting Premier League prices. But this is going to happen. I hope West Ham can come back up, but it's going to be dark. It is. It really is, man. They totally forgotten there, bro. Tell them again. Big up to you, Kenny. Make sure we're all subbing. I always say that. Our shit, both of them, don't rate them at all. Fair play, bro. I'd say 60 million pounds for and Fernandes is ours, but even still, 60 million pounds for him. It's mad, isn't it? Because I didn't even think about this Fernandes guy until he started getting mentioned. So Arsenal's back on doing what Arsenal's doing. Listen, I don't mind getting a little gem or someone that you think this guy's sick. Like we can progress him at Arsenal. I don't mind that, you know, and players like that. But paying these ridiculous monies for these guys when there's more established, I won't say world class because the levels are not the same anymore, but there's more established players, and you're doing this again. We're not at that point. We just won the league. We don't need also rans. We need people to come in and affect it. I don't want to see like 10 man coming into the team this year. Even if you did it though, cool. But what I'm saying is we need to be like 3-4 people, and there need to be burgers. There need to be steaks. Can't be these frankfurters, this fucking sausage rolls. Can't be none of this stuff. That's what's going to help us to win the Champions League, not by getting more floor raisers, but not ceiling raisers, because you want to keep all of the old guys in positions. They're the first team now. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. A big up to Andrew. How come Top Gooners think everything has changed now? We are champion. Everything's still the same. We'll see. We'll see how much it's changed the moment we start pre-season. Because I don't know if you was here at the start of the season, the one just gone, my bro. I've been like this since pre-season. Fucking hell, views. You know, it's only pre-season and you're moaning. Well, what do you think pre-season's for? What do you think it's for? What, just to make a bit of money? Or is it there to try and get your team ready? Is it there to try and test out your formations, test out players in positions, establish what you want to do in the league, gear up for the league, get match fitness? It's not, what do you think? Like, what is this? You know what I'm trying to say? So let's hope, man. Let's hope. We'll probably see come pre-season. We'll probably see. We'll probably be playing the same dead football. And how do you think that's going to win again? I don't know. I don't know. We will see. There's Kenny Fan TV. Big up Kwaja, man. Appreciate that. 80 million is wild. Absolutely crazy, bro. For a championship player. Raya jumped a day early. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He was doing time travel, like... Excuse me. He was doing time travel, bro. I don't like Raya on penalties. But you see, just as a goalkeeper, bare ratings in the last couple of seasons from me. I can't lie. Kwaja, yeah, we are in for Alex Scott and Lewis Hall. Hopefully, do you know what I'm trying to say? What? Lewis Hall, definitely like him. And Alex Scott again. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Kenny Fan TV, I swear you're United. So you got this Edison Donny, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? For them, it's going to be harder to get world beaters. However, they've now got Champions League football. So they can do their little, we're still building, we're still trying to put these players together. You can't say that for Arteta now. So now it really needs to be finishing touches. Why are we 7 seasons in and we still need finishing touches? You know? Hopefully we get those deals wrapped up. Big up DG2, man. How you doing today, my bro? Championes, please like and subscribe, everyone, and share if you don't mind. Big up to Fraley. Big up Epic Tales back in the building. Thoughts on the wonder kid we just signed from Leicester? He looks quality. I don't know a damn thing about him. Just the manga guy, innit? Bro, I saw people were talking about him yesterday. I tell you what. Let's stop with all the chattings, because this is what I do too much, and we don't get the segments done. We're talking about transfers. Let's get into the canon headlines. And before I do that, let's just quickly get big up Epic Tales. Appreciate you. You came in the other day as well, didn't you? I don't know if you subscribed, though. Let me know if you subscribe. I don't even know if I've got that setting on right now, actually. Just give me 1 second. I'm sorry to have to do this, guys, but we are trying to get to the 3K. We have to be a bit of a dictator about it because, you know, life ain't fair. And that's just it. So I won't put any time on it, any duration, but to chat, you will need to be subscribed. So now I've just put it on. Epic Tells, if you still want to chat, subscribe. I'll get you back as well, though. Don't get it twisted. This is what I do. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, We're trying to build, and we want you lot to be a part of it. Facts, views. You wouldn't find Vieira, Henry, Perez, Bergkamp wasted. Exactly, bro. What these man watch us play now, they're like, fucking, this is what we turned into. That's what I think as well. But big up to you, my broski. We have a list of 8 play. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm gonna see that now. What they're putting it out there. Let's see how many we get. Because this is what the club always do: stories, war chest, this guy, stars, world or supposed world-class players, and then we end up with the also rans. You got to think. Arteta didn't think Gyökeres was world-class. He wanted Sesko. Maybe it was Berta that pushed for Eze. Arteta wanted Madueke. So these are the kind of things we're going to be battling for. But maybe they'll show us. Let's jump into the sky thing. Quick skydive. Maybe they'll tell us here. Maybe they'll, because I haven't seen no list of 8 players. The only thing I've been seeing with Arsenal is kids with this Monga guy, but apparently he is quite good. And but I don't know. And Morgan Rogers, but I haven't seen anything concrete with that either. I'm seeing other teams like whenever anyone gives us news about the other teams, you're like 50-50, like they're probably going to get that player more than likely. But with us, it's more like it's 70-30 or 75-25, like against us that we're actually going to get the player. Anyway, here we are. O'Neill thrilled with performance of Northern Ireland's youngsters. So there was international football, obviously. Rice James shortlisted for PFA Player of the Year. I think Arsenal's player of the season is David Raya. We're talking about the PFA Player of the Year. I mean, yeah, Rice is in there, but I still think it's David Raya, bro. This guy's been immense this year, bro. I swear to God. But let me know in the chat what you think of that once I get there. Robertson relishing chance to lead Scotland at the World Cup. Go on, Scotland, man. Bro, do I need to follow them? Like, it's so bad, isn't it? There's no Ireland, there's no Italy, there's no Jamaica. None of my blood. And I ain't got English blood. Yeah, and there's not an Antiguan team that play. They haven't qualified. You know what I'm trying to say? So that'll be interesting. Will United win the league by 2028? Now, that's what their chairman or whatever, someone was saying that. They were saying something about their plans as well. They've got a clear plan. Let me just have a quick... I'm not going to read the whole thing, guys. I'm just going to see if they were talking about their transfer plans. Yeah, there he is. Omar Barada says the club's in a good place to win the Prem within 2 years. You see what dopamine does? They finished 3rd this year and they think everything's... It might have changed, but it might not have. Just like Spurs fans, because they're going to be giving you all the Billy Big Bollocks now. We survived. We're going to do this and that next year. You might be down there again because the last 2 years, you have been down there. You know what I'm trying to say? So don't think that it's just like Arsenal. Everyone's thinking we won the league. We're going to turn into Barca or Real Madrid. No, we're probably going to turn up first game next season playing the same football. Anyway, when Ineos took over 2023, Barada revealed the desire for the club to win its 21st league title, whatever. What I wanted to go and say, they were talking about a plan yesterday. Paul Pogba says Carrick will prove to be a good long-term appointment. I listen, I don't know if he will, but he definitely deserved the opportunity. There's no way you can deny that. You know what I'm trying to say? So big up Carrick for that. Edison's in. They were talking about the transfer thing though. Ahmad Nets for Ivory Coast in win over France. They won, did they? Big up, man. Big up. I didn't watch the whole game. They were losing. I think it finished half time. And I saw them walking in. That was the end of the game that I saw anyway. So big up to them, man. Ryan Cherky giving them the lead. Cherky, bruv. I'm so sick of this, bro. Another person that I earmarked. But people at Arsenal were just sitting there like, oh, candy. Oh, like, go and do some work. West Ham are set to demand 80 million for Matthias Fernandes amid interest from United. There's no way they're going to pay that. 21-year-old Portuguese midfielder is among the targets. Yep, we know this. Transfer strategy and expressed desire for Fernandes to stay. So this is what I saw yesterday, and this is why obviously I made the thumbnail. He says the club will replicate last season's transfer strategy, take a more disciplined approach in the window. United's moves during the summer window delivered the additions of Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko, and Seni Lamens. And let me tell you what, yeah, for United, that's like an 8 out of 10 window. People are trying to say that was us because we got 8 players. It doesn't matter how many players you get in. It matters about the quality. Now, would have wanted Benjamin Sesko as my #1 striker? Hell no. It's the reason why we kicked off for Gyökeres so much. But not because I think he's shit. It's I don't think that's big enough for what we're trying to do. I think that's pretty obvious. Whereas United not having Europe and yeah, that made sense for them now. Now they've got Europe, they're going to need good players. You know what I'm trying to say? But not like How can I not like prospects? You're gonna need like maybe one or two, but you're gonna need a couple of established players now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. They spent a total of 170, which paid off as United achieved Champions League football. They did, so they would have made probably close to 100 million for that alone. After ending the season in 15th in the previous campaign. That's what I'm trying to say. So they've gone on this season and finished third. Now they could turn up next season and challenge, or they could turn up next season and be in 15th again. But they've got more evidence to suggest they're going to be better than Spurs, for instance. You know what I'm trying to say? We just don't know with Chelsea as well, but we'll talk about those in a little bit. Asked about what United approach will be. Clear plan. So I don't know if they're not going to tell us everyone, but they've got a clear plan. And they're going to try and keep Fernandes. And if you're a United fan, what are you saying about that? Would you rather keep Fernandes? Would you rather he go now? I'm not sure. The Celtic fans are kicking off about Keane. Obviously, this comes down to the religious thing, I think. I'm not sure. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So if you're interested in that, there it is. I'll get to the paper talk in a minute. This was what was going on Sky Sports yesterday. You know, Adoni Iraola announced as the Liverpool head coach. I think that's a good move. Like, obviously, who were they going to get? They did like Xabi Alonso already went to Chelsea. I think they were far arsing about. I think they probably should have got him first and foremost. But how can you can't say this is bad. Now, it might not be good, but it might be really good. So we're going to have to wait and see. We are. But I think it's decent. I think he plays good football. And now he's going to get, you don't have to be and it's not like he was loads of defensive at Bournemouth. Let's be honest. Finished sixth with Bournemouth. So listen, it's all to do, but it's not, I don't think it's as bad as Frank going to Spurs. I think it's better than that, in my humble opinion. France beaten by Ivory Coast. Spain held by Iraq. Jeez, I thought I'm not going to watch that. That's going to be like a San Marino thing. Jesus. Let me just quickly check the score, guys. Just quickly check the scores. Obviously, when the World Cup starts up, we'll be doing watch-alongs, me and Shane. You know what I'm saying? We'll try and boot up as many as we can just to try and keep some content going, because a lot of people will be going on holiday in the summer. I might even be going away again. I don't know. But you know what I mean? So we try and keep the content coming. But it's going to be hard. We're going to be talking news. We're going to be talking transfers. It's going to be a lot of projection, working out what we might do, looking at the players we get in, things like that. France beaten 2-1. I just want to see. It was 1-1. Wow. Ferran Torres, I like, man. Danny Olmo as well. Wow. Okay, there you go. So I told you it's not the whole thing. I'm not going to read it. I just wanted to see the headlines. Spain held 1-1. That's crazy. France lost. But there you go. I thought France was going to do quite well. Why is it not going back for me? What's going on? There we go. I thought they're going to be a dark horse in the World Cup, but anything can happen, man. I said Uruguay as well. Let me see. There's not too much noise going on elsewhere. Yeah, look, paper talk. So we'll just jump into the paper talk, and then before I jump out the Cannon headlines, we'll have a quick little look over at X and the Here We Go Meister. And it's like the same shit. Look, Arsenal transfer news and the boost in race for Krupi as PSG drop out the race. Maybe they're trying to get someone else. You'd think that PSG could get whoever they want, but at the same time, people are like, yeah, they got the best team in Europe, Champions League back-to-back, but do they want to play week in, week out in France? I don't know. But anyway, let's quickly read the top bit. Man United placing Everton's Ndiaye on their short. Ndiaye is good. Now, he pissed me off against Man City. I was saying that last season for Everton, they had about 3 or 4 chances and couldn't shoot in a condom. But we're not going to try and act like he's not dangerous. We could even do with someone like that. If we're not going to get like the names, it needs to be someone like this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thomas Tuchel has leaned on lower league Miami United to help England's World Cup preparations. Jose Mourinho wants to bring an Arsenal star with him to Real Madrid. Well, they've been talking about Calafiori because he can play left and centre back. Listen, give us good money, take him, bruv. I already said we need a fullback. If Calafiori goes, then we might need another fullback. We've got enough centre backs because they're all centre backs. You know what I'm saying? Or someone that can do a multi job as well. Listen, losing Calafiori, I don't think that's a big deal. However, I do like what him and Miles Lewis Skelly have unlocked on the left. But is Arteta going to lean into that? That's, this is the thing. West Ham won 80 million. That's bonkers. PSG has dropped out the race for Krupi, so that's given us a bit. Listen, I'll Krupi right now. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? That's the type of, and he can play 10 as well. But we still need someone that can give Declan Rice a rest. So, but I want Krupi. If we can get him, yeah. Proper backup striker, can play different roles. Yeah. Junior Krupi 100 times. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And twice on Sundays. And United have put Ndiaye on their shortlist. Barada has said the club won't be held to ransom in the summer. I feel sorry for Rashford, but it is what it is. Amid Barcelona's desire to cut a cheaper deal. They've been trying to take the piss for ages, but yet you just went and bonked out 80 million, or was it, on Gordon? If I was Rashford, I'll be pissed. Why are you still trying to twerk for them? I don't want Rashford at Arsenal, though. I'm just saying. Brentford have made an offer worth 43 million for Cologne winger Said El Mala. Go on, Brentford. I swear, did they make Europe, though, this year, Brentford? Let me know in the chat. Chelsea are considering joining Brighton in the race for AIK youngster Zaduk Yohana. Again, I don't want to be seeing Arsenal doing all of this. I need some real bad men because we need to establish ourselves. A consortium group led by Sheikh Jassim, who missed out on buying Man United to Ratcliffe, are likely to revive interest in the club amid rumours the Glazer looking to sell their shares, because even like Arsenal, like I don't know, we're worth, I don't even know now, like what, 3 or 4 billion. Like who's gonna come and pay that outright to take us away from the Cronkies? It's crazy, isn't it? How you supposed to make money off that? Bolton and Blackburn are interested in Liverpool midfielder Lucas Stevenson. Thomas Tuchel read that. Dusan Vlahovic, Daily Dusan is back. Will leave Juventus when his contract runs out. That's what they're telling you. But if there's no interest, he might even be playing back with Juventus again. Munich have agreed terms with Arsenal target Nathaniel Brown, a young fullback. Obviously, he's going to Bayern Munich. He wants to play, and I understand that completely. And as I said, he wants Ricardo Calafiori. Talking about Arsenal player, he wants Calafiori. Take him, bro. Mr. Glass. Let me know what you guys think, bro. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna stop sharing that quickly, and we're gonna do a quick X before I get out of here. Please make sure that you are liking still, though. If you are gonna leave, please like the video. I'd love it if you could share it for me as well. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like we've just started YouTube. Like, it's mad. When you just start up your channel, though, they definitely push it more because you'll have like hundreds of people. But now people ain't getting the notifications, so we need all the help we can get. But yes, boom. I'll get back into the comments in just a second. Big up to Flying Pig. Make sure that you follow him as well. I've been trying to get him on a clean through one-on-one for me and Shane for a minute, but he's a very busy man. Hopefully we can get it done at some point. But yeah, headlines on X. So instead of that, we'll go to Ornstein first. He doesn't post as regular, and then we'll have a quick little look at Romano, and then we'll jump back into the comments. But this is what we were getting yesterday. Liverpool made contact with Leipzig for Yan Diomande, and they remain the most advanced at this present time. Tottenham for Van Heck. We told you that yesterday. We also told you about Elliot Anderson, and your Man City don't fuck about, man. They choose who they want and they go for it. And if the players fart arsing about like Wirtz, they just move on. They don't waste any time. Oh, Wirtz you're fucking about, we'll go and get Cherky. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Liverpool won fuck all this year, and Man City in their worst time, their transition, got a domestic double. Levels. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Competency. Pisses me off because Elliot Anderson I want Wharton as well, but this is pissing me off because where's Arsenal? I'm sick of us being so slow. United obviously agree a deal for Atlanta for Edison. That's been the main news of the last couple of days, alongside Adoni Iraola. So let's there's nothing new there from Ornstein. This man's he's probably posting a here we go that Coco Pops' chain. I don't know, I'm chatting shit. Anything, here we go. Do you know what I mean? With now having sugar puffs for breakfast, here we go. So that's the pinned one, Jose Mourinho. And then we got new. Inter have activated the buyback clause for Alexander Stankovic from Club Bruges. There you go. There you go. Vincenzo Italiano lands in Istanbul today at 3 p.m. to sign as Besiktas coach. Deal done. Here we go. They've just said it again. Christian Shivu, Alessandro Bastoni will give us a lot in the future. It's normal to see transfer stories. All right. Florentino Perez on 150 million offer. My goal is to excite the fans and bring the best players to Madrid. It's just like it's like a circus here. It's like a circus, bro. Like, who would want to manage that? You know what I mean? I don't blame Xabi Alonso at all. Like, it's a whole circus going on there. Lamine Yamal's working hard to be ready, whatever. Next couple of days will continue to be crazy. So, of course, Romano's all over it. The 150 player is a young player. He's a Galactico, for fuck's sake, man. This is what they do. Can we just have 1 year? Even like what Liverpool did last year. But there you go. Not a forward because you already have Mbappe, Vinicius, Ars, Horizonte. Well, in Madrid, you always need more. So it's all just mad. It's just mad. It's like Madrid's got talent. You know what I mean? There's like a whole political run here, lobbyist and all that shit. Like, all of the news is just about fucking Real Madrid at the moment. So there you go. Jeremy Doku, no. Look, they were just guessing 150. Harry Kane, no. Madrid's got talent, bro. All right. Well, then obviously X ain't showing us nothing. Let's be honest. Let me jump back into the comments. Let me see what you guys are saying. Epic, too much of a dribble merchant right now. Big up Fraley. Big up to DG. Mateus Fernandes price overinflated. He's a 35-40 million player at best. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'd expect to pay for him. We need, and like I said, the definition in world class is different nowadays. The football now is nowhere near what it was 20 years ago. We know that. So that's why I was so bad wanting Gyökeres and Eze, because these are the type of better players now in football. You're looking at your Victor Osimhen's, your Ivan Toney's now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Players like that. Harry Kane's still out here trying to do bits. And what's going on? So the levels have not really risen. In terms of the wingers, we just got like a whole bunch of wingers in the world, and no one's really deadly other than Kvaratskhelia, Doué. And how many goals did Doué score this season? Even Kvaratskhelia. So, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's a bit mad, isn't it? 60 million for Fernandes is tapped. Big up to Benji first and foremost, my bro. Hope you're well today. 60 million. They're talking about 80, my guy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? My guy. Helsinki, no, both keepers are below average. I was probably being nice when I said they're decent. Watch PSG a lot during the season. Both had good moments, but a lot have weaknesses. Have a lot of weaknesses, sorry. Keep hitting the light. Yes, please. Yeah, the game's gone, bro. The game's gone. Bayern wanted him, by the way. Special talent, only 16. Okay, bro, I don't know a thing about him. I was yesterday years old when I heard the talk about Monga, and I still ain't seen it. Here we go. It was we're leading the race or something like that. I don't know. We've gone back below 20. Is it that boring? If you're leaving, please press the like. Yeah. If we're struggling to hit 20, though, it's going to determine how long we're going to be on for. Obviously, I've got things to do as well. Glad we're champions is definitely a missed opportunity. Definitely a missed opportunity to win that double, a major double as well, and get the Champions League monkey off our back. Yeah, don't give the rivals any life. But it's bad enough because we know that we've been playing haram ball the whole season. We don't care, we're champs. But when people say that, we can't really argue with it other than say, yeah, but we won. That's it. You know what I mean? So the Champions League, that double, and to get a Champions League with a PSG like that, that's probably the anomaly itself. If they weren't even on it like that, and we still couldn't do nothing. Imagine if they was. Are we going to get a better chance? I don't know. Raya was doing the Superman. Hey, Raya, he's been amazing this year, bro. I can't lie. Big up to Hendo, my brother. I hope you're well, man. Good afternoon to you. Raya jumped into next week. Absolutely. Views, I got to get back to work. I'm listening. I appreciate it, man. Transfer news in the background. Have a good day. You too, my bro. Big up to Static. Make sure that you are subbing or following him on Instagram as well. Jam boy, my brother. Big up to everyone, man. I just popped into Shane's quickly, so you know, if anyone tried to say hello to me, I was literally there for like a minute, because I woke up pretty late today, you know. So my apologies, but big up to all of you legends, though, you included, mate. And Robert Prudence, Weekend Warriors, we are here. I know you're going to be on your way home soon from work. Always a pleasure, Rob. Hope you're well. Hope everything is good for you. Bro, I feel ya. Puerto Rico ain't in, so I'm watching Haiti for the misses and Spain for the heritage, for the football heritage. I hear it. I hear it. We're just going to be watching because there's no other football. But yeah, maybe we'll pick someone to choose. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. We need to speak to Shane. But yeah, we will be following someone. You know what I mean? Big up to Rican. Yeah, low key think Liverpool will be long next year. Yeah, it might be. It could be a whole, you know, there is the transition. Players are leaving, players are aging, a new manager's gonna come in, there's gonna be a different way to play. But I don't know. There's no real logic, but I just feel that Iraola will be better than Frank at Spurs. He might not be, and I've got no logic. It's wet settings for me on that one. It's just a feeling. Friendlies mean nothing. No, I hear you, bro. What they do, what they are there for. Are you talking about the international games? Yeah, I thought you were talking about pre-season. Fair play. Big up to Brian. How you doing, man? Brian, CFC's back in the building. The realest Chelsea fans, and we also got the other Brian, relegated to world champs or something. Big them up, man. 2 Brians. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for being in the building. Holland lost to Algeria 1-0. If it's a World Cup match, they get slapped. Yeah. There you go. France as well. You know, Spain and Iraq. You wouldn't really see that happening in the World Cup, but you know, questions will be asked. I suppose I'm not really too fussed about it. Same for Spain and France. Fair play. We need a world-class left winger and a world-class attacking midfielder. Talk to me, people. Talk to me, people. Where do you think is the most, you know what I'm trying to say, is the most important? How many players do you think is the least that we can get in? I've heard players saying we only need another player. I'm like, what? We need bare minimum 2 players. Bare minimum. And I don't want them to be just people that don't get trusted either. I want them to be, yeah, we need competition, not cover. Let me just big up Hendo. Let me just big up Jamboy, because I've just seen on X the man them sharing, and it's always love, man. Thank you ever so much, you legends, bro. Yeah, Andrew Macari as well, my brother. I can see you. Wahaha. Yeah, Storm Steel, the legends. And I thank you so much, guys. Honestly, I really do, man. We need all the help we can get out here. But let me know, man. Let me know who you think is going to be important. Who you think we need, who's on your summer list? Maybe maybe we should do that. Krupi, the Jesus replacement. Oh, Havertz replacement, bro. What's man talking about? Like, that's a proper striker to back up Gyökeres. And if Gyökeres ain't banging and Krupi's doing the bits, then guess what? Competition, not cover. Don't think because I'm Gyökeres Defense League, he can do whatever he likes. No, that's the point. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Big up to Benji, man. Big up to the Emperor. Big up Views. What do you think of Bradley Barcola? I think he's a good player. Just like I think Savinio, Doku, Pedro Neto, even Madueke to a degree. It's the final third, Emperor. But if I was going to take a gamble on the wingers out there now, he would probably be first, second, or third in there. Probably first or second, to be honest, with what's available. We're not going to get Kvaratskhelia. I'd love him. We should have got him before he went to PSG. You know, would I rather try Bradley Barcola over Leao? Yes, but I'll still try Leao rather than having Madueke or Martinelli or Trossard. So I think he's good, but it's just the final third, bro. But to be honest, like he could come to Arsenal and make the left wing his own. You're playing week in, week out, and you'll get the chance to score, and maybe he'll be different. Maybe with that belief, maybe with regular football, he could actually, I think he's the best out of a bad bunch in terms of the wingers that's available right now. Big up to you, my broski. If Jesus goes Nicholas Jackson to Arsenal, 70 million. Do you know what I'm trying to... Bro, you're giving me nightmare. Don't do that. Pete it, bro. Hey, I was feeling all right today, Jambo. Don't give me nightmares, bro. Don't... Oh, my God. Could you imagine it? I've been having nightmares about Garnachas or Jamie Gittins, bro. Like, here we go. Don't fucking do it again. If Arteta does that again, any Chelsea rejects, bro, any of them, he needs to get shot. I'm sorry. I'm not putting out violence into the world, but we've had enough of this now. I don't think there's anyone from Chelsea I'd take. Even Caicedo, you get booked all the time. Lavia can't be fit. Esteval's good, but you're in and out like a wet wick. Cole Palmer's fell off the Himalayas. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? What? I don't even know who I take from that team, if anybody. That's crazy. Big up to Stays In. Yeah, there's Stream Boo. If you're on Kick or Twitch, follow me over there. Yildiz. That's another good player. Bruno G and Osherman. I hear it. I think Bruno G's not going nowhere. And I think Tonali wants out of Newcastle. Why am I hearing that if Man City don't get Elliot Anderson, they'll go and get Tonali? What the fuck are we doing? We need one of these players. Arsenal. Do you know what I'm trying to say? All three of them I'll take, especially Yildiz and Osherman. I'd love Guimaraes, but I don't think he's leaving. The person that's going to leave is Tonali, and I'll take him as well. Just saying. Irakunda would be a good cheap signing. Again, Captain Uncle, who is that? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yildiz would be great Odegaard replacement. I feel like we've got it here already. Eze just needs to play a little bit more quicker. Ethan Wanyeri, Max Dowman. Like it's not like we haven't had players. That's what's pissed me off. I don't want to see Wanyeri or Skelly being sold. I'm gonna be kicking up. I'll be kicking off. I can't lie. Get a move on. That's what I'm saying, DG. If you look at the champions last year, the Premier League didn't even finish, and they were signing Frimpong. How it worked out now, it doesn't matter. When they were doing it, no one complained. We're like, oh my days, they're moving competent. Like, when is Arsenal gonna have a 500 million summer? And people say we spent 1.3 billion. Chelsea spent double that. Like, I don't care about any of that because that's where the game is. And unfortunately, guys, if you want the best, you need to pay money. And if you want to stay at the top, you have to keep spending and keep trying to win and keep trying to get the best players. You're not entitled to win every year, but you definitely have to try. That's the point. Big up Epic. I'm going to read Sean's thing in a minute, but bro, I knew this was going to come as well. Even I was like, oh, he'd probably be better than Martinelli or Trossard, but still, no. I just don't want any. Failed players? You know what I'm trying to say? I'd rather take a risk on Leao or Lookman than Rashford. But I'm not gonna lie, he's done well since he's left United, and most players have. So there is that, but is it enough? I don't know for me. But this will be the Epic. We'll get linked with Ronaldo, Rodrigo, fucking Vinicius. We'll get linked with all these people, and we'll end up with Rashford. It happened with Sterling. It happened with Madueke. We was getting linked to Rodrigo. Big Arsenal. I was getting like, oh my days, Rodrigo. We end up with Madueke. That's the true Arsenal, and we was only doing that up until last year. So now we're champs, and we want to try and retain. We know what we need. We need, even if it's 2-3 players, they all need to be quality. Watch. Let's see if we get the quality. Now I'm looking at Bert Mad as well. Sorry, I didn't even read Sean's. Big up to you, my G. Treatment isn't working. Feeling like shit. Been on the phone with specialists all morning. Sorry to hear that, my G. But listen, get well soon, my bro. You know, roll with the punches. Just like me, my G. I hope things get better for you. Definitely don't want him. But that's the kind of thing that will end. It scares me, bro. Barcelona, hurry up and pay for him. You know what I mean? Rest up. Yeah, man. Rest up, man. Praying for, Godspeed, man. Would be a good signing for Bournemouth. They're in Champions League or something, though. They're in Europe. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's the level that he's at now. You don't come, all right, you've gone to Barcelona. You've done all right. Now, I can't even, you understand? But I just don't want to, take no risks on these players. That I'd rather try it on new players, to be honest. Get well soon. Yes, man. Big up the community. Big up to you, Sean, man. Get well soon, my bro. We have the Nolly striker in York. Now we need a pacey striker. A bully striker, sorry. Yeah. Absolutely. And what is Kai Havertz? He's not a bully. He's not pacey. What is he? Just gangly. Just, you sometimes get goals. That's not worth the money he gets. And it's not worth the money we paid for. And it's not worth him taking up oxygen and life in our team when we could have someone else. 4 players minimum. I think 4 players. If it's more, great. But I'm saying 3 burgers, and then maybe a prospect or a loan. That ain't going to break the bank. It might, because of the players we get, but that's where we're at right now. If people think we're going to get to the Champions League final again next season, the way we're playing with the players that we got, I don't believe so. Because William Saliba might not even play the World Cup. Why was he playing all the games at the end of the season? Because Arteta don't give a shit. That's why. So next season, God knows what we're going to get from him. I've already said Magalhaes has lost a bit of pace. Declan Rice is going that way. Saka's already gone. Ben White's already gone. So for me, yeah. But only one of those players, Andrew, could be a prospect or a loanee or maybe an older player that we know they can just come and do a job. We need 3 T-bone steaks, fucking tomahawk. We need 3 big ones. Lightning. But that's what we need. You know what I'm trying to say? 4 players, fair play. And obviously it depends on who leaves. Yeah. And that's the thing that we're stuck with though, Jambo. Look at where he's taken us. Where's he taken us? It's like operation. And we're like, and we got the shakes. Like we got wages we can't shift. We got players we can't shift. We got injury prone players. We got players that we spent money on that we have to take a loss on now. If we're gonna get rid of them. That's bad business. But no one's chatting about Arteta with that. Because most of them are his people, by the way. We need 6 quality players to replace the passengers in the squad so Arteta can rotate without grinding players into dust. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like you can go to Arteta and say, right, you need 3 players. Who do you want? I want Ronaldo, Messi, and fucking Neymar. Just, yeah. And they'll still try and play defensively. So there is that. There's the Arteta tax for sure. But whoever we get, it needs to be like they're not little man. So then he's got an excuse to not trust them even more. Bearing in mind, we got Gyökeres and Eze, and they were playing like they're the backups last season. Do you understand? That's on Arteta, bro. You can't blame nobody else for that. Leao finishing hasn't been good last season, but no, that's what I'm trying to say. People say that he only works half the time. He doesn't track back. Maybe so. I don't care about my winger being defensive, though. That's what our defensive midfielder for. I don't like. What are we doing? But I take a risk on him than Rashford, or I wouldn't have wasted no money. I would have got him or Lookman instead of Madueke. You know, because we knew what we was going to get from him. Big up Jamboy, Krupi for Jesus, Barcola for Nelly, Trossard, Rogers for Odegaard, and a left and a right back. Yeah, I'm starting to think we're going to need like 2, a left and a right back, especially if Calafiori goes. And I wouldn't give a shit if he does, to be honest. We getting Garnacho, maybe a cheeky Cucurella, please, Barcelona, man. Like, honestly, if we get any more Chelsea players, like, it's a fact that they've got some evidence on us. They've got the Cronkies doing Animal Farm. They've got Arteta cheating. So they've got something on us. 100%. You know what I mean? Can't even joke about that stuff because it gives me palpitations, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I get scared. I'll take Neto from Chelsea. Bro, not now, I wouldn't. When Chelsea got him, I would have. And we ended up getting the wrong Neto. They got the right one. And even him, they'll say, yeah, he's good, but there's no end product because there's a big load of wingers that are very good footballers, but I've got no end product in world football right now. There's literally, I don't even know if you can get a whole fingers and thumb hand made up of wingers that actually score lots of goals. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But still, yeah, Arsenal needs to sign Anderson as backup 6, but will they? You're saying backup 6, bro. Make people don't perform. That could be Eze, fucking Anderson, and Rice. I don't, you know, whatever. Or Anderson, yeah, make Declan Rice not perform because there's going to be because even this season he ain't had great performances. Like when he don't play well, it's still at a decent standard, but it's not Declan Rice that we know. Why? Because he's not the Terminator, and we keep trying to treat him that way. He might get injured this year. How many seasons do you think you can just keep playing people and they're not going to break down? Zubamendi had over 4,000 minutes in his first season. He plays players with injuries through pain. They need surgery. He delays it. So we just don't know what we're going to face. You know, England, trading thingy. I'm seeing Wanyeri. There's no Saka. There's no right. Why do you think? Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy work. Big up to Darren. My Jenna. What are you telling me, bro? I hope you're well. Manners to Darren each and every time. Gotta go. Might be back later. Appreciate that. Make sure you're all hitting the like, though. If you're staying or going, just hit the like, please, man. I'm begging you. Sure, take care. Yes, man. Jamboy says, I think I'm going to watch all the World Cup games, set alarms and sleep in between or when I can. I hate missing matches. Love the World Cups. And Euros qualifiers, not as much now, bro. Yeah, I like the tournaments. Even the Euros, yeah. Like at the start of the Euros is pretty dead. Even some World Cups, but yeah, the World Cup's the big one. I can't lie. Obviously, we need to do content somehow. So there's probably going to be, plenty of watch-alongs. And some of my members, my viewers, you can jump on the watch-alongs as well. We've got to start trying to boot up something for the summer. It's going to be very hard to just do Arsenal content alone. Big up to Blake. Big up views. Would you take Wader from Feyenoord, top scorer in that league, and would be cheap? I don't know who that is, bro. I was watching someone. Who's that done? I see a bit of Sweden. I saw Sweden was playing. I thought, let me see if Gyökeres is playing. By the time I clicked over, there was no Gyökeres, but Langa was playing. There's like one Somalian-looking guy. I think he plays for Bruges or something, bro. Or he plays for some bro. This guy was busting up everybody, bro. Speed, getting to the byline. He made the assist, put another one in that the player missed the goal. He could have had 2 assists. I don't know what his name is, but he was looking spicy. I can't lie. I don't know who this is though, my guy. Bit of an uncle. I'm 42 now. A bit of a casual. I don't watch as much football as I did, but bro, you guys would have to let me know. He's a good player. Okay, and do you know what we might do as well? Do you know what we might do in the summer? Yeah, is we'll do the compilations. We'll do our own scouting, because you know what? I don't think a lot of people watch Victor Gyökeres' compilations. I really don't. The way everyone talks about him for Arsenal is like, did you even watch his compilations? He don't play like that. Why did you think you was gonna get that? So players linked with Arsenal, players that we're looking at, we might have to do some compilation watches together. I shouldn't really get copy written for that, surely. You know what I mean? So let me know if you'd like to. Blake, he's a good player. Fair play. So there you go. So Jamboy knows him. Japan have a decent team. I wouldn't listen. I just need bad boys for the team. If it's someone I don't know, I'm going to need them to be a real bad man. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of like Hincapi and Mosquera, even though they're both raw. I do like those players. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, big up to Jamboy. Yes, Jamboy, we need to be smart in the window. There is hidden gems out there. Fair play. But I'd only like us to get 1 or 2 of those. If we're getting 4 players and you want to go and get 2 hidden gems, you better go and get me 2 Tomahawks as well. Whoever that is. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't feel like the gems is going to retain us anything, personally. And if it is a gem, someone young, we know what Arteta does with those guys. If you don't want to use them, he just sits them down. We need someone like pushing on the door, if you know what I mean. Big up Blake though. Coyote, I like him. Long throat, I like Scott as well. Kamara, Diomande, I like Diomande. Barcola, maybe a centre back in there to not being greedy, my ideal window. No, listen, that's your window. You guys spent a lot last summer though, so whether you're going to have a window like that, I don't know. But you still need, kind of like Arsenal, you still need like 2-3 important players to make things work at Liverpool, in my humble opinion. And we got the legendary Donna Potts. How you doing, miss? I hope you're well. Big up to Donna, man. Regardless of Dan, she's been a legend from day one on my channel and on Shane's. And we big up Donna in her own right. Hope you're well today. Absolute legend. Anderson ain't going anywhere to be backup. Facts. But at the end of the day, we've got to change the formula at Arsenal. We don't want backup. They need to be competition. When they come in, whoever's at Arsenal now thinking, raw, I got to start playing. You're damn right. Because whoever ain't is not playing. That's what I want at Arsenal. Like Man City, they had a bad boy manager like Pep. People ain't going to tell him about rotation and why am I sitting on the bench. If you want to win and you want to be part of the winners team, this is what we need to do. We can't substitute someone off and the level just, we can't do that. People were talking about our depth last season. Fair play. But did he trust it? Did he trust the depth? Not all the time. I'm going to say no. That's what I'm going to say. I was about to say not all the time. I'm going to say no. He didn't trust the depth because everyone got mad minutes until they couldn't play. You're injured. You're suspended. That's the only time we see difference. A couple of times in the cup as well. The Carabao or the FA Cup. But then he does that because he's not taking that seriously. So in order to try and challenge for 4 different competitions, we need squads and not cover. Competition, squads. They're not just here to make up the numbers. If we do that again next season, I don't know if we're going to retain anything. You know, I'd rather have you. Okay, so that is how you spell his name. Like I said, I haven't watched him. Maybe it's someone we can have a look at. I'd rather have anyone than Havertz, Jamboy. I'm sorry. Even now, people are trying so hard to love him. I don't love him. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? I don't wish him bad. I cheer when he scores for my team. It's the same for Arteta. I don't love you, bro. But you're the manager of my team. You better win. Like what? You know what I mean? Big up Donna, yes, man. Premier League champs. It's amazing. I've been nearly in tears, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Just been going on X and Instagram, just watching the parade, just watching the joy, seeing how many people are outside. People are gonna try and tell you it's this, it's that. You ain't seen nothing like it, bruv. In London, you ain't seen nothing like it. Bigger than Carney, all of that. Watch Carnival this year as well. Be safe if you're going to go down there, innit? That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be mad. Premier League champ. It feels amazing. Big up to Donna, man. It's great. It really is. At last. At last. I thought we might get to see a champs, Donna. I thought we might get to see one. I thought I could pop the clogs and be pretty happy. Let's hope that it don't take us another 20 years, but it does. It feels amazing. Darren's getting some dappings. We love that. Facts, we need to get rid of Jesus first. Hopefully someone from Saudi takes it again, bro. The Saudi hope. Has Saudi taken one Arsenal player? I'm kind of hoping that they might want to come in for Martinelli or Trossard this year. I'd love them to do it, but they haven't taken one Arsenal player, man. You know, I'd love that to be the case, though. And I'd sell both Trossard and Nelly, by the way. If I had to sell only one, it would be Trossard. He's older. I know he's more clutch, but they can both be as shit as each other. I'm sorry. Trossard started the season well, was shit up until the end, and then was clutch. Martinelli was just like shit all the way through. Decent in the Champions League. Like, we need someone to hold down that position. Big up to Blake, though, every time. Gyökeres scored for... There you go. So by the time I locked in, he weren't even on the pitch. There was already 1-0 up. I think I saw the second goal when that guy off the left... What's his name, bro? You probably know his name. Crazy. Somalian-looking guy set up the assist. And was it Nilmans or someone scored? And that's all I kind of saw. But yeah, I saw a couple of runs from this guy. I said, this guy's on smoke. Big up to Jamboy. Yes, man. Darren, big up to all of you legends. I'll try and skip some of these just so I can get to the comments. All you legends deserve the glory. Finally, enjoy it. Big up to you, Sean, man. Listen, we got big things to talk about, man. Pitch politics coming up on Sunday. We got Errol Smith. Hopefully, he's going to be... No, he's going to be there. He just said he might not be directly online, which is not great, but you know, he's got work. So we'll have to wait and see, man. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about Liverpool. We're gonna be talking about Spurs, United, Chelsea. Even though we haven't got a Chelsea guy on the panel, they're only gonna have one game a week until the cup start next season. So really and truly, they'll quietly be thinking they can do something. What? I don't know, but yeah, we're just putting it out there. Heard this morning on radio, Iraola wants to take Alex Scott to Liverpool with him. Dark. Alex Scott's a player, bro. And even that's, what's his name? Senezi or whatever, 29. I think he's going to be a free in the summer. He might go to Liverpool as well. And I think it was Monts or someone saying they don't want that to happen. But I don't think that's bad either, to be fair. You know, Iraola will know the best, how to get the best out of Kirkes. Listen, I think it's going to work. Based on what? Just the feeling. You know what I'm like, so I'm not telling you to think it's going to work. You know, I just don't know. I don't see them being as bad. Now, it could be. They could be in transition. It could be mad. All of that could happen. I just don't think it's likely, but we will see. Big up to Rika, man. Dappins are going out to Donna. We love it. Big up to Rika and Donna, to Jamboy, to Sean, Chronic Weed Red. Please, everyone, go and subscribe to him. Views, we need at least 5 to 6. Thanks to Richard Hughes. All eyes are on him this summer, bro. It's like Bert. My eyes are on him this summer, bro. Don't be doing this Madueke Kepa Norgard type of thing. I feel so sorry for Norgard, by the way. I don't even mind if we keep him, but use him. He doesn't need to be expansive. He needs to be in front of our centre backs, not going past the halfway line and breaking stuff up. That's all. And give it to someone else to start the play. You're telling me he can't do that? We spent 10 million on the guy. Did he play an hour of football? I thought it was 57. Someone told me it's 80 minutes. Either way, it's a joke. Do you know what I mean? So eyes are on Berta as well, Sean, man. Big up to Sean all the time. Taha Ali is the Swedish player. Bro, tell me you weren't on smoke. This guy is pacey like anything, getting to the byline, but not doing the Martinelli and just running it out or Madueke. Actually getting it back. He could have had 2 assists. If the second guy had his shooting boots on, Taha Ali would have had 2 assists in that game. Right now you're playing for Bruges. Get in, bro. Do you know what? I mean, we need burgers and T-bones, right? But even if we get 1 or 2 prospect guys like this guy or somebody or the Ueda or, yeah, and they start banging, they keep their place. That's what it's got to be at the Arsenal. You don't have a Max Dowman performance against Everton and then don't get seen again. We saw Max one time and that was it. You don't have a Noni Madueke performance against Bruges and then sit down for a month. You don't have a North London derby hat trick and then get moved out of position and then sat down for 9 weeks. That's what Arteta does, bro. That's ridiculous. You don't reward players for playing for you. Miles Lewis Skelly. You know what I'm trying to say? What did he do? But as soon as the big games start coming up, I was glad he played him in the Champions League final. And I hope Skelly is a mainstay because he's been the answer since last year. I've been trying to tell people, but what do I know? Anyway, let's get more into the comments. Jamboy, I'm back at the Emirates tomorrow with my daughter, but watching Boyzone. Fair play, man. You see? Everyone's cussing Tottenham for it. Don't think Arsenal ain't doing that stuff. But everything's going to be allowed now. Why? Because we won something. When you win, people don't care. Make money. We'll spend money. Everyone's happy. Don't go back to factory settings, bro, and start giving us no names again, bruv. Giving us also rans. No. This summer, we don't need loads, but we need quality. Quality. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I hope you and your daughter have a great time, Donna, man. Big up to you. Absolute legend. Like I said, Dan aside. Been in these communities for ages. You know what I'm trying to say? So nothing but legend. A jam boy, my guy, big up legend, man. Donna, I can't lie. I like that sort of stuff. My music range is massive. From Andre Ryu to Prodigy. I don't even know if I said that right. Yeah, you don't like a bit of Prodigy, man. We don't like a bit of Firestarter. There's something the matter with you. The Assemble's in the building. Always a pleasure, my guy. Hope you're well this afternoon. Jamboy, I hope that's Iraiola's first signing. Under Iraola, reckons Scott could ball out. Facts. And like I said, he's going to know what to do with Kirkes. He might even bring that Sensi guy or whatever his name is. I think that's a decent signing for a free. I was asking for Tariq Mitchell and Ola Aina because they were both on a free in the summer just gone. Why have they not wearing Arsenal tops? It's crazy, isn't it? So we'll see, man. But yes, Alex Scott, I like him. I do like him. I always mention him when I watch Bournemouth as well. Big up to Donna. I'm 100% with you on Havertz's views. He sits on the ground too much and our poorest signing, in my opinion. We are stuck with him, though, on his salary. Who would buy him? And this is what I say every time over here, Don. Every single time, Don, I say this. It's not about, and I don't even blame Havertz no more. If you're playing for Arsenal and missing, yes, we're going to be upset, but Arteta keeps picking you. Just like I can't blame Arteta for shitting himself in the final because that's what he does. It's been established now. I can't blame people for being themselves, but something's got to change. If Arteta don't want to change, Cronkies need to be onto him. If Havertz keeps missing, Arteta needs to sit him down, but he loves him. He loves him, Donna. He's going to die on that sword like Excalibur, I'm telling you. But he don't care. We've seen it this season as well with Havertz and Odegaard and Gyökeres and Eze. So we've got our better 2 players as the backup guys, really. They only played a lot because Odegaard and Havertz were injured and in bad form. Even if Odegaard's in bad form, he's going to start the next game. Make it make sense. So when we're criticizing, it's for these things. We're not just saying it, and there's not any reason, or no reason behind what we're saying. There's always a logic and always a reason. Big up to Donna, man. You're absolutely right. Not just him, though. Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, 180 grand. Martin Odegaard, $250,000. Like, what? Kai Havertz, 285. We're going to have to give them away. Or we're going to have to do a Tomiyasu. It might be mad at first because we're just giving up on the money, but we're going to have to spend it anyway. if they stay here, we're gonna have to pay them the money, rip up their contract, maybe try and take a year off and give them a payout or something. I don't know, but we've got to sort this out because people keep telling me, look at where Arteta's brought us from. I'm looking at it, bro, and it's 2 trophies in 7 years. Yes, one of them was the big one. Of course, I'm over the moon. But really, if that was any other manager, I wouldn't be good enough, would it? Not with the money that he spent and the support he's had. So there you go. Anyway, Aussie Ange, hello views. Adrian Durham came out this week saying Arteta is in the hunt for at least 4 attacking players with a free. This is what they do all the time, though, bro. They'll be giving us war chest, but by the time we actually get to the summer where we're going to actually start doing it, even though we should be doing it now, we're in June. Like what? But here we are. You're going to hear all of this stuff, and then we're going to hear that we're broke. We got to sell to buy. PSR, FFP. That's what we're going to hear. It's the same pattern every summer. They dangle the prom queen in front of us, and we end up going home with the pig all the time. Let's hope that's not the case. To be honest, there should be a war chest. We keep, announcing record profits, but they also announced that in a year where we've made 700 million, we're still 100 million in loss, apparently. So what we're going to hear, we need to buy to sell. Arsenal, that's madness to me. And then what you're going to say, the only players that we can actually make money off is Ethan and Miles. Pure profit. Anyone saying that to me, you're not an Arsenal fan. I don't care what you say, bro. What do you mean pure profit? Hey, Len, guys, what? If there's no route from Haylen to the first team, they just knock it all down. What are we building? Because the youth are supposed to have the same philosophy that the men do and play in exactly the same way. That's how Arsene Wenger had it. So when we did play the youth in the cup, guess what? We're mashing up most teams. It's not such a big transition because there's a philosophy of football. What's our philosophy, guys? Haramble, set pieces, rugby, from the kickoff, just kick it further like we're in American football, run down the pitch. In finals, we're like long ball, we're like Stoke. They say things like this all the time, Aussie. That's why I don't penny them. Obviously, yes, I've got a channel now, so people like Ornstein, Durham, if there's big news on the page, we'll report it. But whether you believe it or not is a different thing. All I'm saying, Arsenal fans, is just look at the pattern that's happened. I hope we're all wrong and we're all mad surprised and it's mad. We got Rodrigo, or I'm telling you, I'd love all of that. I don't know if we're going to do it. And I don't think this is the summer that we should try and skimp and save. It's the summer that we should try and do something again to make sure that we can win again and keep winning. You know what I mean? Big up to you though. Jamboy, I've got to see Atiz, a cop group at Regent's Park 2 weeks. Oh, okay, is that music? Then 2 weeks later, My Chemical Romance. Big up, man. PT Gooner's in the building. How you doing today, my bro? Hope you're well. Please make sure that we're all hitting the like for me. You know what I mean? The bare minimum. If you're not going to stay, I appreciate you. Big up to PT. Every year, exactly, every year, John Cross or Fabrizio, Arsenal's going to be very busy. They're going to be very busy with stories, bro. Everyone kept acting like 8 players was like out of this world. Did you not see how many we let go of last season? Anyway, I am trying to be positive and I'm sorry. Let me just apologize to everyone. I'm not trying to bring you down. I ain't. Don't let anything I say. If you're on top of the world, walking on sunshine, crack on. I'm so happy for you. I wish I could be. But ever since KSC showed me their cheeks, it's been hard for me to get up for anything. I'm happy we won the league. In my own time, I'll sit and watch some stuff on the internet, and I'm nearly in tears how happy people are. I watched what's his name, Samfa, the let it all work out guy. Arsenal put up a thing of, you can see Eze like starstruck watching him. Let it all work out. You can see the tears in his eye. It nearly brought a tear to my eye. You know what I'm trying to say? That's the love that I have for this club. But not any one individual or any manager or any owner. If anything, I need people to start showing our players a bit of love. Because now, you're not seeing William Saliba for France. What did I hear in the commentary? It's looking like he might not even play the World Cup. It's looking it's way worse than what we thought. But he was still playing for Arsenal. Where is the duty of care? So when Arteta wants to talk about the time we've been together, guys, the relationship we've built, guys. Shut up, bro. You don't rate these guys. You don't trust your own players that you bought, and there's no duty of care. It doesn't matter if they haven't got a future in 2 years, as long as we win now. So, sure, not familiar with K-pop. Oh, K-pop, actually, I'm saying K-pop. K-pop is like the Korean thing, innit? And they just basically do dances, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's pretty dead. But my daughter likes that shit. She's 12. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Enjoy it. Big up, man. Big up to you, legends. I had a 2 young girls. Kate was sweet in my eyes. Okay, big up. Sean Lollipop. Hey, maybe get Daniel Arzani again. Is this an Aussie player, bro? I got no idea who that is. No, Mr. Casual over here. Big up, brev. Big up to Catholic back in the building. How you doing today, my friend? Listen, start giving me your shopping list. I've been asking how many players we need. I think bare minimum 3, as long as they're all burgers. If we get 4, I don't mind a loanee or a prospect or even an older player that can still operate, as long as we're not spending. Yeah, that's the loanee or whatever. I don't mind. We've seen what Marlon, Douglas Luiz, players like that have done at Villa and other places. They can still do a job as long as we're not spending bucks on them. But let me know, man, and let me know who's on your list, because I'm sure Madueke, Norgard, Kepa, they was on no one's list last year. Let's be honest. So let me start hearing from you, legends, as well. That's it. Big up. He's super techie. Fair play. Big up to the assemble. Max is being trained to play in the first team. Well, there you go. So then what does that mean for somebody? And they assembled. Look at last season, Ethan Wanyeri. He wasn't playing in the centre. He was playing on the right wing. He got double-figure goals. He's not a 16-year-old boy anymore. Don't disrespect Ethan Wanyeri, man. I hope this club don't do it. I want to see Max do well. He's one of our own. Are we going to be able to say that anymore if Halen can never produce anything that gets in the first team, or Mikel's just never going to use it? I kind of think that's the reason Per Mertesacker left. Chido, we could have done with him. Heaven, we could have done with him. Butler Oyedeji was a decent player, never got a chance to do anything. I'm hearing that, is it Josh Nichols? One of them's now left and gone to Croatia. There's no way to the first team for these guys. Arteta will play them. The youngest player to ever do that, and that will be the end of it. Like, we've been telling you this for a minute as well. Way too good for the Swedish league. Oh, we're talking about Ali or whatever. Bro, I only saw like 5-10 minutes of the guy. I'm like, who's that? Who's this guy? He was on smoke. Way too good. If you're going to go and get me someone like that, sounds a bit kind of hypocritical, but we only need 1 player like that, or 2 little prospects, and then you better go and get me some T-bones. I don't want to see like the likes of Calafiori, Moreno, Norgard, Kepa. I don't want to see those kind of signings coming in this year. They need to be goosebump signings. Big up to Benji every time. Adam, what are they playing? Fucking football or what? Do you know what I'm saying? What are they playing, bro? They're kicking it. Tell me I'm lying. In finals as well, where we need to score goals, we're just mashing long ball. People say Arteta's ruined football. They ain't even saying Pep ruined it no more. They're saying Arteta, with Pep, used to win. It used to be kind of boring football, but there was still tech. The front line was purring, this, that, and the third. What have we done? Bored the whole league to death. That's how we won it. Big up to Adam, man. Jamboy, I would take Tyreek Mitchell or Anthony or Robinson left back all day, but they can't invert. But can they invert? That's the thing with Arteta. We had Kieran Tierney. There was no reason to get rid of him. Proper left back. Mad whip as well. Mad cross. Actually helped Martinelli. People talking about unlocking Martinelli. Kieran Tierney did that, bro. But we've allowed him to just walk out. He's injury prone. Calafiori's been worse. And how long has Calafiori been here? And how long was Tierney here for? And Tierney's gone on to win as well, leaving Arsenal. I know we've won this year, but that was a big thing. All the players leaving us previously had gone on to win stuff, and we hadn't until this year. I was saying this at the summer, not Andy Robinson or Anthony Robinson, whatever his name is. I was saying Tyreek Mitchell and Ola Aina, bro. Free. by the way. Big up to Jamboy. William McKenna, big up views in the chat, loving the jet. Come on, my G. I'm so vexed, yeah, that the boys are not in the World Cup. This is my first port of call. Anything international has always been Ireland. Even though I'm half from the Caribbean, Antigua's never had a good football team. Jamaica, I mean, Jesus, enough said about that, the better. You know what I mean? And I'd even look for them before I'd look for Italy, but I've got Italian in me as well. They're not even at the World Cup. Make it make sense. But come on, man. We should have been there, man. So upset that we didn't. Big up to Tiv Tribe, real talk. Big up to you, my G. Hope you're well. Please make sure that you are liking. If you have subscribed, let me know, and I'll get you back right now. I'm good like that. Ask the rest of the gang. Benji, big up, man. We'll see how many and who we sign. Let's hope they throw the bag at it. Let's hope, man. Let's hope. Talking of Haaland, unpopular, I know, but I'd rather Saka leave than Ethan or MLS. Saka isn't half the... Bro, you're not wrong, though. But Saka's been established in the team for years. He's 24, going on 25, and we think he's 35. That's how he walks. That's how he plays, because of what Arteta's been on. The system is just asking you to do run after run after run. We need to have a big squad, not just to handle 4 competitions, but to handle how we play. With Saka, he's finished. We know this, Jamboy. I love the guy to death as well. I wouldn't have wanted to give him 300 bags, though. He's not the same Saka. But with Miles and Ethan, they're not even, like, we still got everything to come from them, in my humble opinion. Haaland, we need to be looking after them. I'd rather Saka leave. Same. Saka's established. He's always going to be star boy, but he's broken. I feel so sorry for him, bro. That's going to be Declan Rice soon. It might be Timber as well. You know, it really might. Big up Jam. Smash the hell. Come on, guys. It will be amazing. It will be amazing. I ain't even looked at it. I don't even want to know. If it's not 40, don't tell me. But come on, guys. I reckon we should come in for Wanyeri if he's for sale. I'm hearing people talking about Wanyeri to Newcastle or Skelly to... I'll be heartbroken, bro. But I'll big them up if they leave, because they're good enough and they want to play ball. I believe in them, but this manager don't. So then we're going to lose massive talent. Now, everyone was telling me, look, we've just saved 100 mil. Haaland this, Haaland that. And now you're telling me pure profit. How are you an Arsenal fan? You're an Arteta fan, bro. That's what it is about pure profit. These guys go, I want us to turn into European ultras and go down and fuck up the Emirates. I'm not even joking. We need to let them know you can't just, not all of us are being fucking, not all of us, we can feel it. What do you mean? Move. Like, we're not having it. Fuck you know. We are delighted to announce Andy Robinson, a leader on and off the field. What you re-signed him, highly decorated Scotland captain, will join the club on July 1st. Okay. Following the expiration of his contract. All the best, Robbo. Big him up, man. Big him up, man. I know it was AJ. I think AJ loves a bit of Robbo as well. Tottenham announces Andy. I was going to say, Tottenham, mad. You stayed in the Premier League and you're getting Robinson. Listen, I'm not saying that he's bad. He's not. I'm just saying. I don't know. It might be smart, though. Andy Robertson, Van Heck, Savio. They could be, because they've all played Premier League football, man. So let me not even talk too much. Look at Jamboy Robertson career over. He's just happy to still be playing, like, well, I'm not even going to say at a high level because it's Spurs, isn't it? But yeah, London, decent stadium. But let's see what Spurs do, man, because they can't be moving like they've been the last 2 seasons. Big change, because it might be third time lucky for you, man, and you'll be in the Championship in mad. Now they've stayed up. They're going to be going mad. The likes of Dedge we're going to see on Sunday. They're going to, back to their best, chatting shit. And they could be challenging. Although they could be down there, they don't realize that it's just been 2 years of their life. It could be a third time lucky, bro. Anything can happen. You know what I'm trying to say? Big up to the assembled. In my opinion, they're using Haaland as a profit. Yeah, profit share. Facts. Question. How are Arsenal scouting for players nowadays? Yeah, we're not. It don't feel like we are anyway. If you've got anything else to put on top of that, my bro, slap it in. Because I feel like you're on the precipice of something here. Slap it in. We was proud of Haaland. Under Wenger, our youth team slapped all the time and they played the football that we play. What is our philosophy of football? Haram. Defend. I think you're right, bro. But anyone talking this pure profit thing, you're an idiot, bro. I don't feel like you're an Arsenal fan then. How are you not? If anyone, like, when I see Lewis Skelly and them man there lifting the trophy, bro, I nearly had a tear in my eye, bro. They're one of our own and you want to disrespect them. I don't get it. Maybe I'm a bit of a dinosaur nowadays. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, if there's anything else you got to add on, bro, add it on. Because I feel like there is. I don't know who's doing our scouting. People are talking about this Mongo like he's the next best thing. So someone might be doing something. But over the years assembled, we've gone and looked at two players like Kvaratskhelia and Marquinhos, and you know the rest. We've gone to Porto, and we haven't come back with Vitinha. We've come back with Fabio fucking Vieira. So whoever's doing it, we need to be finding them. They need to get put down, sacked, investigation. Like even last year, I was saying, if you go through all of the Premier League teams, even Ipswich at the time, there was Hutchinson. There's always someone there that you think if they were playing in, they would improve our team. So 19 other teams have all their scouts and that are doing their job. And what are we're just sitting around. When you're looking at Ndiaye, or you're looking, especially Arteta, who came from Man City, and we're not sitting there with Rodgers or Cole Palmer or any of those Donnies that you should have known they're coming through. It's mad, isn't it? It's so mad. Big up to the assembled, man. Career over. Big up to Fabian back in the building. Hope you're well today, bro. Bigging up Darren as well. Facts, mate, we got the best out of him. Yeah, you did. But at the same time, it might be. First, I was thinking what? But no, it might be all right. It might. Not saying it will. I'm saying it might. It's Premier League experience at the end of the day. Van Heck the same. Savio the same. Savio will probably be playing week in, week out at Spurs. You know what I'm trying to say? So it might be better for him. Big up to Tiv Tribe. Big up the channel, keeping it real. Thank you. I'm about to say thank you. Big up to you, my bro. Appreciate you, man. Listen, that's all we do, man. I wish I wasn't even like this, bro. I wish I could be ignorant, like Cypher in the Matrix. I really do. Like the toppest of top gooner, because I want to be proud of my team. And seeing some of those boys lift the cup made me proud. It did. But we're not going to act like things are going to be different. I hope and I wish they are, my bro. But under this guy, I just can't see it. Like we're all thinking about, I don't know, a Rodrigo or whatever, Leao. This guy, like, you're thinking about Morgan Rogers, like he's a left winger. I'm not saying he can't do that job. I've seen him play there, but what? It's what this guy does. You get a Declan Rice, arguably the world's best number 6, obviously Rodrigo and stuff, but arguably, that's why I said arguably, and then you're trying to make him into an 8. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? Especially as a fan base, what are we supposed to do with that? And then we've seen him, because he's so tired, he has to play 6 now. And then everyone's been raving about what he's been doing. Been saying this for a year and a half. What the... Anyway. Big up to Kieran. Big up views, man. Good to have you back in, bro. Big up to you, Kieran. Hope you're well. Can't believe Robertson going Spurs. That's disgraceful from him. I get it, but imagine, bro. You're older now. Liverpool don't want you. They're moving in a new direction. I mean... It's a bit of a gamble going to Spurs because they've been down there for 2 seasons. I don't think people are realizing that, but he's probably thinking it's the biggest club that's going to come in for me. De Zerbi, maybe things are looking a bit better there. But I think it's 50-50 like the Lamar song. I can't lie. 50-50. They could be banging next year, or it could be all sorts again. It could be all sorts again. There's just as much chance. It's 50-50 for real. Big up to the assemble. Didn't Wenger say Arsenal would develop our own talent and wouldn't need to buy from outside so much? He did. He said a lot of things, and some things were great and some things weren't. And what Wenger, his mistake was trying to protect the club from the fans, because you're the one getting blamed for everything. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But what has it at start has an end, bro. You don't stay up the whole time. You have to come down. So the same for Arteta, bro. But what we need, I don't care who's going to come in now, but we need everything to be real competent, bro. Real competent. Act like the big club that we are. But yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right. De Zerbi signing Robertson in a hope to solve the Spursy mentality problem. Maybe so, bro. Maybe so. I mean, it's not the best, but when you kind of look at it in the cold light of day, it might not be too bad for them, for what they need, you know. But big up your shoes and socks. We've actually come to the end of the comments. That's crazy as well, isn't it? That's crazy as well. I'll tell you what then. I'll tell you what. Maybe we should put together. I done this the other day though, innit? Put together the players that we think we could sell. I did it with Shane. Obviously, he was kind of saying all of that stuff anyway. When I tried to pull it up, but let me see actually, let me see who's on your wish list, innit? So let's see who's on your wish list, man. In your eyes, you know, who do you think are the top like 3 players that Arsenal should get? Let me know that. What I'll do with this quickly, I'm not going to fill out the whole thing because, or maybe we will. I don't bloody know. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Because even the first 11 needs improving, in my humble opinion. Players like Zubamendi fell off a cliff. Moreno, I don't think he's going to be good enough. Odegaard, shit. You know what I'm trying to say? You'd even, there was lots of times you'd play Havertz instead of Eze. This is what I'm trying to say. So while we've got this guy, it might always and forever be Haram. All right. But what I want to do is maybe just put together the strongest squad, and then we're going to look at maybe, you know, where we can improve it maybe. Let me know in the chat as well, guys, who's on your list, innit? Most of us have a list, summer transfers, whether it's 1 or 2 players or you've got 6 or 8. I mean, mine isn't very extensive, and I'm still not even finalizing it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I've said I want Wharton, Anderson, or Onana. We'll have to wait and see if any of that happen. I'd love Morgan Rogers as well. I was saying that last year. So if there's a chance that we get him, I'd like to get him. But it's a bit hard for me because we need a left winger bad. We need to be able to score from the left way more than what we're getting. Way more than what we're getting. Who's the right man to come and do that? It's pretty hard, isn't it? Yeah, Saliba, at the same time, he's going to have surgery. I'm putting together our first team, the strongest team in my humble opinion, and then we'll see how maybe we can improve it or back it up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And Hincapi is our best left back. Even though I like what Calafiori does with Miles Lewis-Skelly, I still think Hincapi is the better defender. And it's not going to be Arteta's 11, which is basically the same. It's going to be my 11. This is what I think our strongest team is. Now that we ain't got Thomas Partey, Lewis-Skelly's the most important midfielder after Declan Rice. If we're talking about the defensive side of things, do you know what I'm trying to say? Fuck Odegaard, you're not strong enough to be captain. He should go. But again, who's going to pay 240 grand of his wages? Especially if you don't want to accept a lower wage. So, you know what I mean? And this is where I feel like we need improvement, because obviously I'm going to put Saka here, but him and Madueke have not been too far off at all. Saka's been broken up the whole season, and Madueke's shit. So it kind of evens itself out. Do you know what I mean? Our strongest side will probably have Trossard here as well, another one who I don't feel is strong enough for Arsenal. I'm sorry, I don't. You're a 50-50 player. I'm tired. We've seen enough. I've seen enough. Do you know what I mean? So that's who I feel like is our strongest team. If everyone turns up, let me know what you man are saying. Let me know what you man are saying. And let me know who you've got on your list. I'm still trying to, like I said, Onana, Elliot Anderson looks like he's not coming though. Wharton, Rogers. Wingers has been a bit hard for me after Semenyo because I really wanted him. But still, you might have to say Barcola, because in the world of wingers, who are we going to get? If we did slap down bare money and try and get Rodrigo, I wouldn't be upset with it. I'm more upset with Rodrigo himself, just like Marcus Rashford, twerking for a club that don't really want you. They're not really serious about you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's what it feels like for me. Big up Fabian. Let me just come down into the comments and see what you guys are saying, if there's any more. Afternoon to Sean, love that. Not so fast, Rants. Not so fast? What do you mean? Sorry, guys. I liked and sub, bro. Wicked. Let me try and find you now. Big up to Epic Tales. There you are, just there. Go to channel and subscribe. Yeah, your favorite YouTuber's not doing it. Big up to you. Let's get a few more appearances. We might give you a wrench as well, but we've definitely just subscribed back to you, broski. Appreciate the love. Due, Kieran saying. I mean, let me ask you this actually, guys. Who do you think that, like, say, for instance, we had 80 million Great British pounds, yeah? Not 100 million, but even that 80 million is close to like 100 million euros, right? If we could, who do you think would be easier to get out of PSG? Desiree Doué or Kvaratskhelia? Because I think you ain't going to get none of them out of... There's probably more chance of getting Dembele or Barcola. But for 100 million euros, who do you think there's more chance of getting out of PSG? Any one of those guys I'd rip your hand off for, but I'm just asking you lot. And big up Epic, I got back to. The dream Arsenal had walking into the Emirates was counteracted by debt. Well, the repayments was 20 million a year, my bro. I know obviously money's changed from what it was there and then, but it was never as bad as they made out. Do you know what I mean? And I think that will come out properly soon as well, even more. But still, you done it because we was doing quite all right at Highbury. Do you know what I'm trying to say? With 30, whatever the capacity was, we were doing quite all right, challenging, winning leagues, Champions League finals. We moved to the Emirates to get better and went backwards. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Broke up the Invincibles, no ambition. Excuse me. So let's hope they don't let that happen again, in my humble opinion, because they're already talking about adding more capacity to the Emirates. So have you heard about the World Cup final having a 1 hour halftime show like the Super Bowl? No, I have not. Are you kidding? An hour? Wow. Why on earth would they do that? Why on earth would they do that, man? Even for the Super Bowl, that's way too long. Like, players are going to start getting stiff. The adrenaline's gone. You're losing momentum. That is crazy for me. Or is it better? I don't think it is, but let me know, man. So imagine they are going to play 45 minutes, then have an hour halftime show, then play... That's mad. You have more of a break than you play. I know you play 2 45s, but that's crazy. I hope they don't. I really do, man. That's fucked. Big up to you, though, Epic. Gunnar, Raf Liao on my list. And he's on my list as well. He's not high on the list, but he's there. If we don't get this person or that person, go and get this person. Wilson, amazing. Wilson for Odie. He can also play left wing. Harry Wilson. That's a great shout. That's a great shout. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what we will do then, is because obviously we know who we've got. Let's maybe put in the positions that, for me personally, right wing, because unless Saka gets back to some sort of consistent playing, it's not going to be good enough, and neither is Madueke, in my humble opinion. So it's not just left wing that we need. It's left wing that we need because every other player can play on the right. So I'll give you that. But I'm going to be a little bit harsher now and say it's those two players. I'm going to get rid of Rice because we need someone that can cover his position so we can get a rest. And if we don't sell Mr. Glass, we've got 1, 2, 3 players that can play left back. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Maybe even more. But if Timber and White don't play, we've got Mosquera only. So maybe we will need another fullback. I'll take Timber out just because most people say it's a right fullback that we need. So there's 4 positions, in my humble opinion, that need addressing. Now, we do need a backup striker, but we've got Havertz and Moreno, and I don't see Arteta selling any of them. I'd love to get Krupi. If we got Krupi this summer, then summer after that, there will be more chance that Gyökeres would be getting sold than Havertz. Like, they'd look at Krupi as a backup for Havertz. That's what would happen because we've got Mikel Arteta, guys. I'm not just like, let's see anyway. Anyway, I'll come back to the comments. Wanyeri recalling on my list. Facts. So even that for me, that's why even for me, do you know what? Even when people say replacement for Odegaard, you bring back Wanyeri, we've got Wanyeri, Eze, and Diomande. Imagine if we get Morgan Rogers as well. Do you understand? So there's cover there. Just like there's cover for the right. Saka is probably going to be injury prone again. Hopefully not. Madueke shit. But guess what? We call back Ethan. We've got Diomande. They can both play there. Even if we didn't get rid of Trossard and Martinelli and only one of them, guess what? One of them can play on the right as well. So I'm going to fill up the right, and I'm just going to be a little bit of a feisty. I'm going to fill up the right because the left is way more. We need a left. And the thing is, Ethan, Diomande, Saka, Madueke, they all got left feet. Not like any of them can't play on the left as well, but they don't invert. Anytime Saka's on the left, he's like he drifts like a bottle in the ocean. He drifts over to the right. Madueke, you're shit on the left as well. When it should be easier for you to just get past the player and whip it in. But anyway, I'm going to, don't worry about the right so much because we do have a hell of a lot of people that can play there, and guaranteed that some of the players that we want gone are still going to be here next season. So we'll just say I think these are the 3 main positions, and then maybe a backup for Gyökeres. If I'm chatting shit, let me know in the comments. Epic FIFA destroyed football as we knew it when it went to USA, and it will only get worse. Maybe, yeah. SE, he's already back. Epic Tales thought it was going to be a 30-minute half-time show. That's fucked, bro. Even 30 minutes. But an hour? That is bonkers. The Assembled is a joke, bro. They have Shakira, Madonna, and BTS performing. This ain't good for the player. Exactly. What the fuck is this, bro? The performers get more time to perform than the players get to play a half. That makes no sense to me. And I don't like the sound of it one bit. Big up, bro. E-Rose. Mr. Sosei is in the building. What's man telling me? You know I ain't got the Maybach shit anymore. But we definitely have... My brother in the building. Mr. Sosei. Everyone big him up. Hendon, it's about rinsing money. Yeah, absolutely. Performance duration, the actual music performance is slated to last approximately 11 minutes. Total interval, the break will extend well beyond the traditional 15-minute limit. That's crazy. Likely reaching 25 to half an hour minutes total, similar to Super Bowl halftime logistics to allow for pitch changes. And this is the World Cup. I'm not saying that it's not bigger than the Super Bowl because it is worldwide. The Super Bowl's massive because America's massive, but I don't think there's one thing on earth that's bigger than a World Cup final. However, if it ain't broke, why the fuck are you trying to fix it? This is what I don't understand. What do you mean, bro? This is crazy. Doué, I'd love Doué. As I asked you guys before, let me know what you think's more likely. If we had 100 million euros, who do you think we'd be able to get? You reckon Doué? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Doué, fair play. Rodrigo would be sick as well. He would have been sick this year. You can come to Arsenal and be a fucking king, but you want to twerk for Madrid and you don't even play regular. This is what I don't understand. The same for Barcola. I know you're in a great team. You won Champions League back-to-back, but you've got those medals, bro. Don't you want to be a king? If Barcola or any kind of like name left winger that come to Arsenal, whether it was Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Leao, Kvaratskhelia, whoever, you are going to be a king. We've got the whole left side just waiting to be taken, bro. And nobody wants to take it. Come on, man. Rodrigo, Doué, none, but I'll try Doué. Fair play. So everyone's saying Due would be easier to get out of PSG. I don't think any of them's gonna go, and they're not gonna sell them. I'm just giving you a hypothetical. If we had 100 million, who do you think would be easier to get? I personally think Kvaratskhelia, but everyone's saying Due. Andrew says neither. Fair play. So many tickets are back on sale on the FIFA ticket resale site. People bought the tickets in the hope to make money, but no one's buying because it's ridiculous. It's like it's like putting a deposit down on a house to get a ticket for the World Cup. There was certain people telling me it was 12 grand to go to Selhurst Park to watch Arsenal because that's where we're going to lift up the trophy. 12 grand, that's a deposit. That's a whole car. That's a whole holiday. Who's paying that, bro? Listen, just like the Super Bowl, it's not meant to be for poor people. It's just not. Question from DG Views: out of Rodrigo, Rafa Leao, or Yildiz, who would you sign? It would be out of Yildiz and Rodrigo first. Probably Rodrigo. Yildiz, I think, has got more of a ceiling. But as of right now, someone to just come in, we can all expect them to do madness. Rodrigo. I've seen more of him as well. And then Rafa, if I couldn't get any of those, then you go down to the next level, like your Leaos, your Barcolas, yeah, your whoever, Lookman, whatever, that kind of, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Rodrigo would probably be first for me, then Yildiz, and then Leao. You know, but we need one of those guys. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Or someone. We need someone to come and take this left-hand spot. Hendon fans are seeing the game one-way business. Yeah. Horrible as well, isn't it? 1 hour, that's going to ruin the games. It definitely will. BBC ain't showing that halftime show, thank God. Maybe because they're not getting any money. Sadly assembled, that's the way all sports are going, yeah. I used to go to F1 when it was a $5 or $10 to get in. Now it's 200 just to get admittance. Yeah, it's crazy. Don't give Arteta ideas. Mate, Harry Wilson isn't going to raise any levels. You say that, but I don't know. He did come off the boil a little bit towards the end of the season. So for me personally, I said I want to see another like 6 months. I want to see another season from Harry Wilson before me personally would bite the bullet. But if that's the only person we was going to go for sort of thing, it's better than some other players that we've spoken on. Good player, but isn't a level raiser. Fair play. He's better than OD. Yeah. And that's not hard at all, is it? Money. Come on to E. Ross, bro. Big up, man. We have MLS and Ethan. We don't need Krupi. We need a backup 6, left winger, pacey striker, right back as priorities. I would never say we don't need Krupi. But the fact is that even if we get another striker, is Arteta going to play them in front of a Havertz, for instance? I don't think he is. Maybe in front of a Jesus. So I can kind of see a point in why we kind of wouldn't need him. But as other people said, Krupi has got pace. He can be a pacey striker. I can also play 10. He might even be able to play on the left wing. Who bloody knows? Hendon, 82 World Cup was the death of free-flowing football. 90 World Cup was the end of the feel-good factor, in my opinion. Fair play, bro. Facts, DG. Good day, E. Ross. Have you heard anything about attendances will be low for a lot of the group games as tickets going back on? Yeah, because it's too much money. They're even trying to charge for the fan parks, guys. That's the first I've ever seen as well. Big up to Kieran, man. GA, big up to you, Kwame. Good afternoon. I won't stay long. That's a shame. Have a good one, though, Kwame. Hope you're well today, broski. They are saying this could be one of the worst World Cups in history. Yeah, they are selling boxes of cereal here in the States for $10. That's what I'm trying to say, E. Ross. So when I was saying that a couple of weeks back about the Americas, people couldn't believe it. You know, like a carton of 12 eggs, $25. You know, 2 little steaks, $50. Like, if you think inflation here, that these men are good. Hey, America is fucked right now. Big up to Evos, big up to Kwame and DG, all the dappings. FIFA ticket sale site issued over 60 tickets to games at $0. It was an error. Now FIFA want those customers to pay full price. No, that's going to be interesting to see what happens. Respect due, Kwame, every time. Come on, bro. Big up, big up. It's a madness. It is assembled, getting dappings. Dappins, USA are clowns trying to change the half time. Then they weren't trying to let certain nations in because we're having wars and that. America's just fucked, to be fair. Arsenal lettuce, they don't want to get ruined by Arteta. What new players? It's a good point. I want Yildiz left wing. He can play in the 10-2. The country, yeah, is getting worse. It is, bro. It is. It is getting worse. And what are they doing? They're not doing nothing to change it. They're trying to promote race wars again. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. They know they're having a big reset because America's not the power in the world anymore, not the sole one. Yeah, you've got China and you've got BRICS and yeah, and people ain't fucking with the US like that no more. It's meant to be America first, right? All the poor people we get fleeced every single time. I wish we had Enrique. He's just not, bro. So do I. So do I. Not just the USA. FIFA been interested in doing this for all following World Cups. Justifying the high fees. Oh my God. Kwame, big up. Rodrigo's knee looks fucked. Okay. I haven't been checking in on him recently. Same here, E-Ross. It will be soon a case of you will own nothing. Yeah, and be happy. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. But they own everything. Land, bunkers. Like, they own it all. We're just getting turned into modern day slaves anyway. Krupi and Osherman, who we must sign. Osherman, I'd love. Big up Andrew. There's no way we'd get him, though. Paid over £7 for a gallon of petrol, $9. I know, it's crazy. And you know what they do? They put it up mad. So it's like $10 a gallon or something crazy like that, yeah? Everyone kicks off. They bring it down to like 5 or 6, and then everyone's like, that's a bit more like it. But that was already way over what it should have been to begin with. Like, see the patterns. Because I can see these patterns is why Arsenal can never pull one over on me, because I can always see it coming. You know? Khalid, my brother. Hope you're well today, man. Hope you're well, my bro. Dappins. Arteta is so scared of our youth. Yeah. It's crazy, man. He doesn't care for them either. And that's an absolute disgrace. It is. I love cereal. Same. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Imagine if they started charging like £10 for a big box of sugar puffs. Like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, crazy work. Do you see Arteta retaining the Prem? I don't. This is a baller. We should be prioritizing him over Harry Wilson. No disrespect. No, not at all. And I agree with that. It's just, what are Arsenal going to do, my guy? We've been shit in the market for time. Where's our talent ID? It all seems to be going to every other club. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's crazy. I'll take Yildiz. I'll take Yildiz. A few people have said Yildiz. Do you reckon that's the biggest person, the most realistic person we can get on the left? Let me put him in. Yeah, we're not doing right. We're going to do a fullback. So I've just given up the Timber space, but it can be a left or a right back. I think we need just another fullback. Then it will free up someone else to cover if necessary. Declan Rice cover and left wing. I feel like these 3 positions are the most important. Yes, we could do with some other bits. So what are we saying for left wing? What are we saying for who do you think is the most realistic and the biggest name that we can buy? Do you think it's Yildiz? Do you think it's Rafa Leao? You know? Or is there somebody else in the world football? You know what I mean? Rodrigo, people say his knee's fucked. People are talking about Mbappe because Real Madrid fans hate him. Like, who do you think is the biggest person and the most realistic person? And once we do a little vote, and then I'll put them in the lineup builder. So let's get your answers in the comments, guys. Views, I totally agree with you in that. Big up to you, Kwame, man, my bro. Wenger wants FIFA to have the World Cup every 2 years. Wenger is another shill FIFA cunt. He's been an idiot since he's not been in football. I think it's his offside rule that they're trying to promote now as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Everyone that used to be at Arsenal, it's like they all got into debt or something because they're just shills now. They just sound like they're just all the way the other way. So they can still get booked and still get jobs and make a little bit of money. 2 years is wild. Hendon at FIFA is a problem by itself. Yeah. If you drive a big SUV over there like a Range Rover, you're looking at close to $300 to fill up the gas tank. And life is getting too expensive. It's not about the sport anymore. Yeah, that's all it is. Big up, bro. Big up to you, Eros, man. Always a legend, my G. Facts assembled, and all the football federations want to make as much money in the international version of the game. Yeah, that's why we get all of these friendlies, mashing it up, mashing up our players. Always an international break. It makes me sick. You know, act like you're getting a bargain, and we should appreciate it. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's basically what it is. They've been doing it for time. They come up with a solution. They want to get to a certain place. So they're like, how do we get there? We'll make a problem and they'll come up with 2 or 3 choices, but they'll all be something that wins for the people coming up for the choices. That's been human life for years. Big up Kwame. That's been human life for years. Just like everyone thinks we're in a democracy. We're not in no democracy. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to start getting into all of that anyway. You know what I'm like. We could get Rodrigo, I think. I think so as well. I think so as well. But people are saying his knees fucked. Have a great day, Kwame, man. Why wouldn't he want to come? That's what, bro, I was asking this last summer. They were talking to us about Rodrigo. I was getting all types of happy. We ended up with Madueke. We could have got him. If we put down 80 million last year, Great British pounds, I'm 80% sure Rodrigo would be wearing an Arsenal top. Why would you not want to come here and be a king, but you want to be an also ran at Real Madrid? Make that make sense. Twerking for Madrid. I'm happy to stay here on the bench when you can come and be almost like Thierry Henry. We're dying to have more legends back at the club. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Kieran, why wouldn't he want to come? That's why I was questioning his ambition as a player. That's why I rate Ethan Wanyeri. He left. Fuck it, I want to play. I love that. I love that, you know, ambition from the player. Aussies outed FIFA's corruption a few years back. The good old Aussies. September, October break from next season will be 3 weeks long. Do you know what I feel like they need to do? They just need to have 1 month and just have the one international break for 1 month. Play all of your fucking games and then leave us alone. Because I hate the way the Premier League, we build up a bit of momentum and then it just stops again. It really gets on my nerves. I can't lie. Big up to Guna SE. They never get a look in for hosting now, I can imagine. Remember, Ken Bates exposed that FIFA and UEFA takes all the money from their events. Yeah. 1 gallon of milk, $11. $11. And these are for the essentials. You can go to like a Wendy's or a Burger King and buy some junk food for $11, bro. Like people in America, really, you need to start protesting. I know what they're trying to do. So what I'm seeing on TikTok a lot is a lot of white people saying, why aren't the black folks coming out? Why, like, we're having protests, but no black people are coming out. Like, I tell you why. Because when the black people come out, that's when the bullets come out. That's when the water cannons come out. That's when it's violence. But the white people have been having protests in America, and guess what? There's been no violence. So I think that's the way to go about it. But there definitely needs to be. And the thing is, the black people are saying, bro, we told you, don't vote for Donald Trump. He said what he was going to do. He said it's going to get mad. He said he's going to send everyone back, all immigrants. Don't think it's just Latinos. Like there's not black immigrants from Haiti or from Africa or from wherever else, the Caribbean. So when it's immigrants getting thrown out of America, it's not just Latino people, bruv. It could be a white immigrant that hasn't got papers. They've come over from Eastern Europe or they've come over from Ireland. It's everybody. But the thing they're trying to push is why are the black people not outside? Because when they are outside, we're the human shields. I'm saying I'm half white as well. But this is what they do. They try and get everyone divided. If it ain't race, it's religion. Let's divide everyone up. And while we're doing that, no one can rise up and we can change up all of the policies. We can change up everything. And America's trying to have a reset because their Ponzi scheme doesn't work anymore. You can't just keep putting money into existence with nothing back in it. Inflation's too high. You're pricing people out of living. So now they're trying to have a big reset. And all of this stuff that's going on is part and parcel of that. How many miles is a gallon? You'd have to ask the drivers, bro. I don't even know. Hendo, Jamboy, 26 World Cup group stage games are not selling out uniformly, and many matches still have. Yeah, it's going to be shit because you got too greedy. People have to travel from all around the world as well. It's not cheap to get to Australia, to America or Mexico or Canada. It's not cheap. It's especially from people over here. That's a big flight. On top of everything else, make it make sense. With thousands of seats remaining, there you go. It's just going to look bad. Inventory glut. Yeah, FIFA's released multiple batches of last-minute tickets. Yeah, with reports suggesting the governing body itself may be dumping unsold inventory on resale platforms. Yeah, Arsenal do it all the time. You know, Premier League clubs do it. But the reason this is happening is because you're being too greedy. Like you're talking thousands and thousands for a ticket. Like, what do you think this is? Further depressing prices and availability metrics for standard. Exactly. They're fucking themselves up, my bro. That's absolutely insane. Breaks my heart hearing that how people are supposed to live on. Exactly. Just for life. Sorry views, Trump is referring to all. No, exactly. All. What I'm telling you is that's what's going on TikTok right now. Every time I go onto TikTok, there's a black person trying to defend their stance, or there's a white person trying to say, why are we not getting all the help? Even Latin people, the Latinos and Latinas, why are we not getting help? A lot of your base voted for Trump, idiots. Don't ask us for help now. Don't ask anyone for help. You voted this in. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Even the illegal immigrants like the Africans or the Eastern Europeans and all, even the Latinas and Latinos, 60% of their whole base voted for Trump. What do you think was going to happen, idiots? So every time I go on there, even though it's everyone, any illegal aliens getting deported, but TikTok, which is owned by BlackRock, by the way, right? This is the thing that they're pushing right now, because they want to try and divide people even more. And it's easy. And when people are fighting for survival, they can't even buy essentials. You know, this is what they're trying to do at this 3.8 liter. Bro, crazy. They aren't surviving. People have to go to food banks. Yeah, even over here, even in the UK, food banks are bussing. Like, it's crazy. There's no middle class. They're just trying to make the ultra rich and then everyone poor. It's insane. It really is. There's no, yeah, I literally just said that. I literally, yeah, great mind. So we can all see what's going on. But what are we doing to stop it? Everyone's such a dopamine head now. If it's not football or entertainment, it might be porn, it might be, you know, recreational drugs, it might be just scrolling, doom scrolling on X and TikTok. Do you know what I mean? But that's what they're promoting on TikTok heavy right now. And I don't like it. You know, and even America, yeah. I was watching one thing because I'm mixed. I'm half white, I'm half black. In America, they say you're biracial, but you're not black or you're not white. So then what the fuck are you? You're your own color. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. But yet you'll call black people African American, but mixed race people, they don't have that tag, African American. I don't even know what tag they have. It's crazy, isn't it? But all of that stuff is bullshit anyway. It's all man-made. Even race and racism, it's all man-made, but people just buy into it so much. Big up to Root Cause, big up views. This World Cup is going to be an exercise in greed. It already is. Another day one, man. Big up to Root Cause, man. My brother. Question, do you think there is too much football on TV nowadays? The World Cup isn't special anymore. Yeah, there is. There's so much choice. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not a bad thing, but it is when you're not keeping what's special about the special things. You're adding more teams, you're adding more rules, you're changing things, you're now making the half times longer. Like, and as people have been saying in this chat and the assembled, you know, it's business now. And even our fans, you know, Arsenal fans trying to say, oh, look at the business. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm a fan though. I'm not a shareholder. Don't talk to me about business. But you're absolutely right. It's the business of the sport now that's massive. Absolutely. And I feel like, yeah, I do feel like the World Cup ain't a special. I definitely feel like that for the Euros, especially being from England and seeing that England don't win nothing. Like, not that I support them, but I live in the country, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? England don't do fuck all, bro. So, yeah, I think you're right. It's worse under Obama and Biden. You need to do better research. No, I know, but I didn't say that Biden or Obama was good president. I know that Biden signed the most executive orders there's ever been signed. So that last bit I can't agree with in terms of doing more research. I never once said that, you know, these guys were better than Trump. I'm just telling you what it was. Trump said he was going to do all of that stuff. He was up against Kamala Harris. She's a black woman. She's a woman as well. And half the people voted for Trump. America first, America first. Now, all the people that did, your farmers, a lot of the white demographic, a lot of the Latino demographic, they all voted for Trump. And you're the first people getting fucked up by Trump. But not once did I say Biden or Obama was good presidents. Not at all. So just that last little line I can't agree with. I've done plenty of research. I'm not jacking Obama or Biden. What do I mean by that? I'm not trying to talk them up to be good. They're not good. But anyone that thinks Trump's good, you know what I mean? He told you everything he was going to do. And he hangs around with Epstein, and he's been accused of bare rapes. Like, what? If I knew you at this time, Hendo, you'd definitely know that. Don't ever think I'm trying to back Obama. Like I'm not stupid like all the Americans. We got a black president. Like, dumb. Who cares? It doesn't matter what color the president is. Like I said, he signed the most executive orders ever. Obama. Not once am I saying that these men are better than Trump. I'm just saying that Trump is like, he told you what he was going to do. And even the people getting kicked out of the country now voted for him. So what do you expect? Man said, bro, Trump is a nonce. Well, I was watching a thing on Bill Gates. He's been dodging and diving bare times at Epstein's Island, and yeah, even cheated on his wife with some Russian girls. And humans are humans, man. But all of these guys, they've got so much money that just getting regular cheeks ain't enough. They got to try and up it, and that's why they all need to get put down, bro. TikTok is owned by a Chinese company tied to. Okay, all right. BlackRock, Facts Views, big up to you. I'll tell you what though, one thing we can agree on is China is the world's biggest power now. People say that they're not because they have to use, reusable energies, but they use all energies. China is like the biggest powerhouse on the planet now. So they will use reusable energies. They'll use everything. They'll still buy gas and stuff from other people. And the thing is, they can get it now. And they don't need to get it from America. That's why you've got this war going on at the moment as well. It's nothing to do about, religion or what people are going on about. It's because the American dollar is not going to be important anymore. And America's trying to fight back. Biden's son Hunter is an actual nonce. So is Bill and Hillary. Yeah, the Clintons. We know about all of that. We know about Bill Gates. You know what I'm trying to say? Even Snapchat is the reason why I don't have that. All of these things are owned by all of the biggest people. Bill Gates, people like that are trying to, fuck up the foods to kill everyone. These are the people that want to get rid of humans. When you don't need to do that. The world is abundant enough. We're just not doing things in the right way. You know what I mean? Politicians are nonsense. Most of them are, bro. Most of them are. Judges, all of these people that you're like, no, they're upstanding citizens. I don't trust nobody, bro. It's them people that's got the biggest skeletons. Obama is that meant to be the rainbow flag? Is he gay? I heard that Michelle was a man. I didn't do no research into that, bro. Why? Because they're ruling the whole world, but they're not doing that no more. South Africa, China, Brazil, India, massive powers. Massive powers. America's been taking the piss out of everyone for years. Europe has as well. Britain. It's not just America. Where do you think that shit started from? From here. Venezuela's got loads of oil, things like that. So now let these people start using their own resources. And what can America do? You want to fight the whole world? Go on then. So this is why we're getting a lot of these things now in the wars, because the petrodollar is failing. Freely, especially in this country. One of my friends worked at House of Commons in IT support. Most of the MPs watching porn, doing online gambling, on work PCs. Not just that, they're doing coke. They're as you said, underage stuff. They're going on orgies and stuff that I've been seeing these guys doing. They all get, they all get allowances. taxi allowances, second home allowances. It's all a game. It's like WWE. On camera, they're against everyone, but off camera, they're all in the same union. They're all in the same club getting paid. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's disgusting, man. Really is. Afternoon social, you've come in on a mad one right now. We was talking football before, but now we're slightly gone off it. They are sick MS who just push different agendas. Yeah. And they make us fight between each other. Even sports, let's be honest. Look at sports. There was people fighting at the Emirates last season. 6 people got stabbed at the parade. It's a joke, man. Do you know when Kamala Harris was a prosecuting DA, she jailed more blacks for minor drug possession? Maybe so. Maybe so. And if she would have got thingied, maybe it would have been different. But what I'm saying is that wasn't the promises, though, was it? Whereas Donald Trump, he wasn't hiding what he was going to do. He wasn't. When he's saying, oh, you know, they won't go back in the fields, who the fuck are you talking about, bro? Who are you talking about? Because that's what that was the plan, Hendo. ICE, get rid of all the Latin people, and then try and get black people back in the fields. So when he says they won't go back in, who are you talking about, bro? Why on earth? What do you think that is crazy works? I'm not saying Kamala Harris, any politician, but what I'm saying is when the politician is telling you what he's going to do, which Donald Trump did say, and you still go and vote for him. So don't complain now that he's doing what he said he was going to do. What the American people need to do is uprise, because it's not America first, is it? Forget ICE and immigrants. Let's talk about the price of life. Because now no one can survive, whether you're white, black, or purple. No one can survive under these conditions. That's what they need to be kicking off in America for, in my humble opinion. That lost a lot of black voters in California. Listen, black people are not stupid either. However, they were both telling you what they're going to do if they get into power. Everyone voted for Trump, and these are the people that are complaining now. But anyway, let's try and get off of this bollocks anyway, because I want to finish up. We've got under 20 people now, and I always lose motivation when it jumps underneath 20. People are fighting at the parade. There you go. There you go. I thought it was 2 stabbings. I'm pretty sure Hendo told me it was 6. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's all some BS. Yeah, man. Back to football. You know what I mean? It's all nonsense. First problem, vote, you vote. Yeah. Even the vote, it's all nonsense. That's what I'm trying to say. But all I'm saying is it's not often that they actually come out and tell you what they're going to do. Trump did that, and people still voted for him. So now you can't complain. But it's definitely all nonsense. Let's try and fill up these positions anyway before we get out of it. Most people were saying Yildiz. Yeah, 6 at the parade. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's meant to be a happy time. Probably arguing over Arteta. And people are stabbing people over it. Or to be fair, there's probably people that were just down there to make a lick, just like in Carnival. There's too many people there. They can't, you know, they can't look after everybody. Someone will lose their jewelry, or do you know what I'm saying? Get robbed. People are just down there to make some money, probably. But I reckon half of those stabbings was probably the age-old argument of in or out. This is what football can do. You acting like it's religion, you know? Design, working class, not, yeah, exactly that. I'll tell you what then. Let's try and fill up these positions before we get out of here, people, because we're already over 2 hours, and I don't even know how I've done it, because we've literally had nothing to cover, really, innit? But again, Mr. Waffle can keep it moving. I could probably do another 2 hours just chatting shit. Not everyone's built like that. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just saying. You heard me? I think most people were saying Yildiz, innit? I mean, I would try my hardest to try and get a Rodrigo out of Madrid. As much as I wouldn't want an Mbappe for all of the rubbish that he brings, at the same time, if there was a chance we could get him, I'll get him. Play on the left anyway. So there ain't going to be 2 or 3 people on the left for Arsenal, is there? You know, all trying to play on the same side. It would just be Mbappe. He could come in and actually make that mad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I want a big name. I don't, you know, Yildiz, I mean, he's getting a lot of credit nowadays as the winger market gets low. these names are gonna get more bigger, aren't they? Because they're the next best thing. But talk to me, guys. I mean, boy, from what we're seeing, it could be Morgan Rogers. Obviously, here he's got 1 million positions. Like, hold on. They gave him 1 million positions, bros. Left mid, center, attacker. Hold on, what did they give him? Sorry, just 1 minute, because they just had it all up there. Yeah, look, CAM, right wing, left wing, center mid. So he can just play. There's my light. He can play wherever at, you know, as an attacking midfielder. This isn't cover for Rice unless you change the way we play. You take Rice off for Rogers and then drop, like, I don't know, Miles Lewis-Skelly or Zubi into the 6. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I only just come back to get his positions. Now, I'm putting him in here now because I won't just yet. Let me go back to the comments. But this is what's going on in the transfer market. We're getting told about Rogers. 40 likes. Big up, man. Couldn't say nothing until then, innit? Big up to you, Fraley, man, my brother, and all of you guys. YouTube is treating me. But you guys that come in every day, I appreciate you for real, innit? I appreciate you for real. Let me know, man, because I'm close to putting Rogers. I mean, is it realistic? I think it is. It should be 80 million signing. This is us now. We just won the league. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Let's get some votes in. The Assemble said Rodrigo, no, he had a knee injury. If I'm not mistaken, that's 3 years of injury-prone seasons. Is it that bad? I don't know. So, plus, will Arsenal go and do that anyway? You know what we're like. We talk all the big talk, and then we end up with the also ran. Rogers, that's who we've been linked with. Lots of people are saying Yildiz. What are we saying? 40 likes. Appreciate that. Big up to you too. Rogers would be so good. I mean, he would for Arsenal. As a left winger, I don't know, but I'd take him there, like, because we need someone to make it their own. We really do. We really do. I love Rogers, by the way. You know. So let me know quickly, guys. Pierre Hincapi looks like our first summer signing on a permanent, yeah. Centre back and left back cover. That's what I'm trying to say. So we need another fullback. It can be a left back. It can be a right back. We've got plenty of centre backs. We need cover in case things happen. Yeah, Rodrigo's knee looks mashed as fuck. Oh shit! I'll send you a photo. Fair play. All right. Then and he's still out with an ACL. We need a backup for your boy Timber. We do, because I think Ben White is totally finished. I like Mosquera. I think he can make that position his own as well. But I do feel like we need someone that we can genuinely rely on. Mosquera's young. He's a centre-back by trade. He can do a job there, but we actually, you know, we need a proper fullback, whether that's left or right, so that we can free up someone to play there properly. So, yes, as you can see on the thing, let me just get rid of your comment. I haven't put the player in yet, but it's a fullback, Declan Rice cover, and left wing. So what are we saying, guys? I reckon Morgan Rogers. Let me know. I've seen United and Chelsea fan get jumped, LOL, trying to beat fake Arsenal fans and got caught out with United and Chelsea tops underneath. Seriously, what's the matter with people? But it's in London, innit? Especially Chelsea fans. And you're saying a United, he's probably a United fan from London. We know what they're like. They should have been supporting our team. We know this. You know, I'm from that age where you'll get cussed for that. What do you mean you live in London? You don't support a London team. I know now we got fans from everywhere, but in my day, that's what you get bantered for that. You know what I mean? Rogers should be doable. I think so. Marley Salmon as a CB cover as well. No, he is, but he's young, my guy. So unless we're in the Carabao or something like that, and even then, is he going to play them? How much did we see Marley Salmon this year? It was both of them. Remember, Marley Salmon and Josh Nichols, and there's no Nichols no more because that's Arsenal. Pisses me off. But yeah, there is plenty of cover. So for me, we need a proper fullback. Even striker, I feel we need cover there, but there's people that can play. There's people that's not going to be sold. So we just have to give up on that. So I think the three massive, and we need burgers, guys, is a fullback, a midfielder, and a left winger. Let's try and fill some of it in. Am I good to say Morgan Rogers? Rice 6, Bruno G 8, Eze 10. That would be gorgeous. Or even Rice 6, fucking Morgan Rogers 8 and Eze 10. That would be gorgeous as well. Yeah, they're Londoners still. Come on. It's always the way, bro. I'm from that era. You can't, yeah. There's only so much banter I'm gonna take. Legends, bro. Big up to you, Khalid. I would want Bruno Guimaraes at Arsenal. He can play DM or CM. So can Tonali. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it looks like Tonali's the one that's going to be going, bro. Looks like Bruno Guimaraes ain't going nowhere. I'd take him all day long. If you gave me a choice, I'd take him over Tonali. But Tonali's younger. I like Tonali, man. I do. Tonali will come and help. Same as Bruno G. Crazy. Hello. Well, yeah, life is, man. I scream out, you got knocked the F out. I made it wicked. You got knocked the fuck out. Sick, bro. Sick. And that's what you got. That's what you get. People are getting beat up at the Emirates, just Arsenal fans between each other. So, you know what I mean? We should have got Bruno G before he went to Newcastle. Facts. We should have got fucking Semenyo. We should never have let that guy. He wanted to come to Arsenal, but we weren't even in for him. Man City don't play about. We should have got Gahey. All of those motherfuckers would want to come and play for Arsenal. But we're not serious. This is my point. I want us to go and bully, you know, like your Crystal Palace, your Bournemouth. Bully them. Take their best players. That's what we should have been doing. And I was saying this from last season with your Ezes, your Kudus. Kudus ain't going to come. He's 80 million. Is that what Spurs paid for him? Like, we don't even try. And why? Because we've got so much of our fans that make excuses for our shit business. Shit business, bro. Selling, buying, it's always shit. Talent ID, shit. You know? I take both of them. Facts, bro. Facts. The only one I probably wouldn't take is Joe Linton, but he still bangs in that midfield as well. Tonali has a gambling problem, so rumor has it. Fucking hell. Fair play. But at the same time, bro, Newcastle's taken a punt. You know, Man City might take a punt if they don't get Elliot Anderson. Are we happy to see them get Tonali? If Forest don't sell Anderson, I'm not. You know what I'm trying to say? So little things like this, you know what I'm saying? That's not even little. It's not. As long as you're not trying to do betting fixing. If you've got an addiction yourself, of course that needs to be addressed, but it's your own addiction. It's like Thomas Partey, you're out here doing madness. You can't be at the club no more. If you've got an addiction, though, a personal addiction, it's not like I'd want to deal with that, but it wouldn't, because I'm not seeing it affect Newcastle. I don't see it affect him when he plays for Newcastle. Although, saying that, they haven't been as good this year. I don't know. Do you know, I hope you understand what I'm trying to get at. Little things like is, unless you're like little kids or you're graping or doing it, you can't be at the club. Total wrong. If you've got your own personal gambling problem, that's an addiction. I don't want to deal with the trouble, but it's a personal addiction. If you're like the West Ham Donny, what was his name again? And he got not guilty or whatever, but you're doing match fix like betting scandals. If you're doing things like that, that's mad. I hope I've kind of made some sense of it. But listen, all I'm saying is forget all of that. Just footballing wise, because Man City's not worrying about that. You know, if someone had an attitude problem, do you think Man City would worry about that? They'd still buy the player. And that player will be scoring for them while we're sitting there like, oh, well, you know, he's going to kick off soon. Like, who cares? AJ, my brother, always a pleasure to have you in here, my bro. Hope you're well today, AJ, man. Big you up, my bro. E. Ross, Dappins, we love that. I'd sell Odegaard and get Bruno, give him double pay. Odegaard would never get 20. Facts. He wouldn't. Right now, I want Odegaard to go. We've got Eze. Like, Odegaard, you're surplus to requirements. That's, in my humble opinion. You know what I mean? Daniel Munoz, right back for Crystal Palace, quality player. And Coyote as well. I like Coyote as well. Yeah. So what are we talking about? Because we need a fullback, guys. Let's get your votes in. Are we good to say Rodgers? I'm going to put Rodgers in there. Because I don't know if there's anyone bigger than Rodgers as a name. Like, even like if we had the chance to get, I don't know. I was about to say if we had the chance to get Rodgers or Yildiz, I'd get Rodgers. And I probably would still, because I watch him a lot more and I feel like he can be used in different areas. But as a left winger specifically, talk to me about that. I'm going to put Rodgers in for now. Oh, there's my light gone again. I'll put Rodgers in again for now. And if everyone's going on about Yildiz, it might be something that we look at. You know what I mean? Listen, If we didn't get Rodgers, but we got Yildiz, I wouldn't be complaining. But for me, I think Rodgers is probably going to suit us a bit better. But let me know. I'm going to put that in for now, just so you lot can see the other positions. We need a fullback, left or right. Who do you think is on the market? You know what I'm saying? Like one of the best in their position. A big name, a stake. It's hard for fullbacks as well, isn't it? Let's be honest. I think people missed the trick when Man City bought 8 Nori and everyone thought that was some joke. Like, bro, I'm just saying, just like Ola Aina and Tariq Mitchell, and they both signed new deals now. It's not to say we couldn't prize them away, but I wouldn't want to pay money for Tariq Mitchell. Ola Aina maybe, but Tariq Mitchell I wouldn't want to pay money for. But both of these dons was free in the summer, and we done nothing. View Skeng, man, not long until that show with the Big Doug and them. Yeah, man, Sunday, bro. Hopefully. Big Doug's had a loss in the family. You know, it's not really my business, but I've spoken to him and he's like, you know, streaming is his life, and you know, he's gonna be there on Sunday. That's what he's telling me. He's already done a Winners Talking podcast and he's put some bits on his channel, so it ain't gonna stop him. And I'm like, you know what? Big respect, you know, because it's insensitive to be like, oh shit, you just lost someone and I'm asking you if you're going to be on the show. But he's a professional. And like I said, you know, someone got upset when I was saying about, you know, what happened with someone else and they've accepted the job and then I've got another job and things like that. I hear it, but at the same time, there's a reason I've got this panel in it, because they're booked and busy. There's a reason they're booked and busy in it. You know what I mean? So Ginger J, you know, not on Pen Game no more. He's doing the G Zone rap thing. You know what I mean? You all know him. Comedian. You know what I mean? Doug is a Mobo nominee. He didn't win the Mobo, but he was nominated for it. Winners Talking. Like big people. Errol Smith, Redmen TV, and of course Deji, because Deji's a legend anyway. And he's nearly on 7K. And out of the Tottenham fans, it's like him, Expressions. There's probably 1 or 2 more, but not many is there. So yeah, I'm trying to bring like a heavyweight panel to man, but it's hard to arrange as well because everyone's booked, everyone's busy. I can't really get too mad with people. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, otherwise, I don't know. It might not happen. I'm trying. Look, I told you guys, if I'm going to do panel shows, I'm going to do it a little bit different. I want it to at least have a good feel to it. It might work, it might not, but I'm going to need you guys there. If I turn up at Sunday at 9 p.m. UK time, so there's no excuses for none of you guys, and there's 16 people in the building, I'm going to be upset. I'm not saying it's going to be mad, but I need to see my viewers in the building because people have been asking me for panel shows and I haven't done one. But here we are. So I need to see you, man, in the building, representing. Of course, I'm not going to be able to read out bare comments, but we are going to do a few things to involve the chat, you know, voting on certain hot takes. And then we're going to do another one-word verdict. So if anyone hesitates, yeah, you're going to get a chance to vote and be involved. And then, of course, towards the end of the show, we'll read out comments and supers and things like that. But please remember, it's a show that I'm trying to put together. So, yeah, there'll be like segments, there'll be questions. It's not just going to be just chatting about whatever and just talking to the chat. Yeah? Big up Mr. Pads, man. If you was to double Bruno Fernandes, 600k a week, no thank you. That's crazy. But Fernandes is better than Odegaard, though. Would anyone take Vinny Jr. left wing, even though he's overrated? Yeah, he'd still be better than anything we've got. Like he could come over and be a king. If you're not trying, or I don't know, you're playing bad, then you'll get criticism like everyone else. But of course, Vinny Jr., Rodrigo, Mbappe, all 3 of them I would take. They all come with their own shit. But we're talking about star power here. You know what I mean? We're talking about someone to try and come and hold this left wing. Now, it could be someone like Ndai that could actually come and do it. But like I said, you have to take calculated risks in it as much as you can. We need to sell. Yeah, we do. Wyatt, Jesus, Martin, Trossard, Odegaard, all of those guys. Even Moreno, I'll get rid of. You know, shit. Calafiori, if there was money we could get for him. And the thing is, Andrew, like I say every day, who is going to buy them? Who's going to take Ben White? You know, Mr. Glass, Jesus, Mr. Glass, Martinelli. Probably is going to be more fit than the rest of the guys, but still, like he's shit. Don't lift his head up. Trossard, 50-50. He might be the best one to try and sell out of all of these guys. And of course, Oda fast, but who's gonna buy him? Anyone, Syria, someone coming, I'll drive him there personally. Fully agree. Yeah, so do I. I don't agree. Sorry, I don't disagree with anyone that anyone comes up and says we need to sell this player. I kind of agree most of the time. The question I ask is just to who? Who's going to buy them? That's the harder question. Yeah, but Man City have real managers. Well, there's that as well then, innit? Do you know what I mean? So it's another problem that we've got, the assembled. You know? Big up to you. But it's a great point, though. It's an amazing point. AJ, views. Come on, my bro. Come on, man. Day one. AJ the mod. We know. They know. Always welcome over here, bro. One of the top mods, bro. What are we talking about? Connor's in the building. My G and the world-class chat. Big up to you, Connor, man. Appreciate you. Who the F is Jeremy Munger? We buying championship wingers now. Apparently, he's meant to be really good. But again, I don't know who he is. Again, it's a 16-year-old. It's not what I want to hear right now. I want to hear, oh, we just got fucking Morgan Rogers, or we just got Liao, or I want to hear shit like that. I don't want to be hearing Mongo. I don't know nothing about him. He might be good and great. That's cool. That's not what I want to hear, and not what I want to hear first. And even what Kwaja said, oh, we're not moving slow because Nkappi's our first signing, bro. He was here since last year. I know we are going to pay for him this year, but come on. Come on, let's be honest. You know what I mean? Big up to Connor, though, legend. Honestly, I will keep saying right back Michael Coyote, but I said him as well. I said him as well with the fullbacks. It's very hard, isn't it? Unless you're gonna try and get like a fucking Hakimi or a Mendes. And Mendes is injury prone. Hakimi's got his Thomas Partey problems. Like, and then we're looking at Timber. Maybe there is some other fullbacks out there, left or right. We need someone. I'll take Coyote in a heartbeat. Anthony Robinson, both available, but would they accept the role? Maybe Robinson would. I don't know about Coyote, but maybe Robinson. But both of them, I'll take them, bro. I'll take them. He's a League One winger. 60, yeah, because Leicester in League One now, aren't they? 16, so God knows, yeah. What time for Sunday? 9 p.m, man. UK time. Not too late. It's not too early. You know, unless you work weekends or work nights, there shouldn't really be any excuse. You know, please, I need you guys there. And then it won't be so embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? If we've got like a under bus stop numbers like we got now, 17, and I've just fucking moved heaven and earth to get a sick panel for you guys. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I've even got a next thing that I'm trying to line up. So people been asking me, and I'm here to deliver. I haven't spoken a lot about it because I don't want to talk about things that don't happen. But once it's ready to announce that, I'm trying for you guys, innit? So my viewers forever, I need you, man, to be there. Yeah? I need you, man, to be there. Show man some love. But please don't bring in Bradley Barcola. He's a bum. The French Madueke can't finish off his dinner. No end product. And this is, yeah. Out of all of the wingers, though, that's on the market realistically to buy, he's probably going to be up there third, second, or first, sorry, in terms of like big names, innit? Yildiz is up there. Morgan Rogers is up there, even though he's not a winger. Kvaratskhelia and Doué, no one's getting those guys. I don't think Vinny, Mbappe, none of those guys are leaving Madrid. Rodrigo's ACL and knee and all this other stuff. So when you look at the wingers, you'd have to even start considering Rafael Leao as a top winger because there's fuck all out there. Unless we go for a real young prospect, but he's going to have to be like Max Dowman level and you're going to have to play him. Otherwise, we're going to start next season with Trossard and Martinelli on our left. And I don't want to do that. Nothing against the guy, Jeremy Munger. But yeah, no, surely. When we're hearing about this first, Connor, that's why we're getting upset. So we need to see burgers that we don't need to see any, you know what I mean? Or players that you're like, you know what? They might come and do something like a Ndai, because I've seen someone said that, even Connor, like a Ndai. Yeah, not the biggest name, but we've seen what he's been doing for Everton. He's been shining. You take a punt because you've seen him from the league. You know, things like that. Or even this fucking, the Swedish guy, Ali, bro, sick. It's either going to have to be a massive name or someone that comes with bags of potential. 7 p.m. UK. No, if we're talking about pitch politics, it'll be 9 p.m. UK. 9 p.m. UK time. If we're talking about that. If I've made a mistake, my apologies. Big up to the to Khalid AJ, bro. I meant to say double of Odegaard pay. LOL, messed up my wording, no worries. The assembled corner, this man can't improve international players. Corner, but he's going to improve championship or lower division players. I won't be holding my breath. That's a great point as well. And who is he improved that isn't a defender, really? That's another question. Uncomfortable conversations. Big up Shane and big up Rash. Thank you, man. Big up Views. That's why I keep saying at least try and use the in-player plus cash deals because it kills two. Yeah, facts. Burr has got to do something. I'm calling him Burr. You ain't got your T or your A, but you've got to do something. You know, take this guy, we'll throw in an Odegaard for free. I'm on all of that. I'm on all of that. They've got to do something. But what I'm hearing, AJ, is mixed signals again. Every time you get to a window, mixed signals. One person telling you we're richy rich, and the other person's telling you we're broke, we need to sell to buy. Like, it can't be both, can it? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate what you just said there, bro. 48, yeah, that's wild. That's crazy. Laters, have a great day, my bro. Look, everyone's going now, innit? So we might as well get out of here. I've been asking for people to come in. No one's really been saying anything. We got a few Yildises, Ndai, you know. I've gone for Morgan Rogers. I'll just fill it in myself. I'm going to give you mine. Everyone's saying Anderson, and I'd say Anderson's probably better, but I don't know why. But Wharton's just been my first guy. People say he's not like Declan Rice. I hear what you're saying. But Wharton, that has been my guy. Him or Anderson. Looks like Anderson's going elsewhere. I've got no problem taking Wharton. And this is the fullback position that's really, really killing it for me at the moment. Really, really killing it. I like KOD. I like Munoz. Do you know what? KOD is good, yeah, and he's got a mad throw. But is he a better player than Munoz? That's what I can't ask. That's what I can't answer right now. It'll be one or two. I'll take Hincapié out just because we know he's going to be staying anyway. Yeah. Where is he? Where's KOD? I've not spelt his name right. There he is. Yeah. And who is this? We said Munoz, innit? Very good. Both of these players. Both of these players. Obviously, it could be different. Or it could be different for you, but I'm trying to finish up now, so I just had to put some players in. But there you go, guys. Not to say this is our strongest team, but players that could improve the team. You know, players that could improve the right. Ethan Wanyeri, put some respect on his name. If we can't get Elliot Anderson, we have to get Wharton. You know, I believe, or Tonali. We need someone that can give Declan Rice a break. You might not even want to see that. How would it look actually? Some Tonali. How would that look? You know what I mean? Bad boy Sandro Tonali. Let's have it right. I think that even looks better than Wharton. Am I chatting shit? Who would you prefer before I go? Wharton or Tonali? Let me get rid of this. Wharton or Tonali, my gangster. Let me know. I'm going to go right to the bottom. I'd give Odegaard and 35 million for Lookman. Yeah, he's only just gone to Atletico, innit? But still. Do you know what I'd really try, guys? If we're going to have big money, yeah, I'd say to like fucking Bayern Munich, bro. Take Madueke and like 70 million, bro, and give us Olise. I'm not even joking. Has Olise won the Champions League at Bayern Munich? He's definitely won the league there. Has he won a champs? I don't think so. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yes, Bayern Munich's a big team, but this is the Premier League champions calling now. The Champions League finalists. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you really want to, I'll be trying madness, bro. Before we even, I'm just trying to do what's realistic. It's realistic to me to try, though. They might say no. Why not try? You think Olise wouldn't push for that? You know? I would give Everton Trossard and £30 million for, bro. I'd love to do any of that. Player plus cash. That's how we're going to have to get rid of some players. Munoz all day. Fair play, Connor. They want 50 and a player for Lookman. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, because Lookman weren't even 30. He was like £35 million. We should have just got him in the summer. Under 40 million euros. So I wouldn't want to be paying above that, to be fair. Munoz, fair play. Munoz, better player, defender than Coyote. Can't even argue with that. The distraction is the players we should buy while Arsenal sign players like Noni. Exactly. And that is the formation or the formula that we get every single transfer window. Every single one. Including the one that's just gone by, because Norgal, Kepa and Madueke should have been so far away from this squad. It's unreal. But they're not. So we get given the Rodrigo, Yildiz, Leao, and we'll end up with fucking Noni 2.0. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We'll end up with fucking Garnacho or something. So I'm just fingers crossed, man. Don't fuck it up. Nunos and Ethan, and we've got Ethan. There you go. And we've got Ethan. That's why I didn't say right winger, because Madueke, Saka, Diomande, Ethan, fucking Martinelli or Trossard, if they're still here, we've got a million man that can play there. We need someone to come and make the left wing their own. I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you on that. Wharton, I have to go with Warts. Fair play. I love Wharton as well. If we could get both of those guys, I might jizz in my pants. I'm not even kidding. I'm just trying to, yeah, because Sandro tonight, he might have a gambling problem, but as long as he ain't trying to fix games, we can deal with problems. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because he doesn't play like he's not present. You know what I'm trying to say? I'll take him in a heartbeat. But I like Wharton. I like Wharton as like the first list, the first man that came to my list, Wharton. AJ and a lot of other people have been going on about Anderson, and he's very, very good. He might even suit us more, but I just don't know what it is. Wharton's on my list, innit? Wharton on my list, Morgan Rogers on my list. You know, I didn't even have no one as a fullback. I was looking at Coyote. You know, people have mentioned Munoz, amazing. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm trying to think who could we get there? But we need someone. Have to go with Warts. Big up to thanks for the trophy. Now, why can't we exactly? I was literally great minds, bro. Yes, Bayern Munich are big, but you're just big in Germany, bro. You're big in world football, but come on. It's not like you're going to win the Champions League. Have they done it in the last couple of years? No. Why not try it and go and get Olise, bro? And then if Saka and Madueke don't want to fix up, then guess what? Olise plays on the right. One of you guys can work out the left. I don't give a shit. We have to do what's best for Arsenal going forward, not what's best for Arteta or his angels that he's got in the team. I like Munoz, but at 29 years, I hear you, bro, but we bought Moreno about 28. What's Eze, 27? I hear you, bro. I hear it. But one thing we got to stop doing is trying to get all these young kids and then say, but they're kids. That sometimes we need established players. At 29, he could give us another good 3 years. Do you know what I mean? I hear you, bro. I hear it. But £1 million. Palace want for him. Brentford only want 55 for Coyote. He's 22, 23. So that is a point. I'm not saying it isn't. But sometimes, like, that's why I'm saying we need burgers. We need established players and maybe 1 or 2 prospects. I don't need them to be majority prospects. Is basically what I'm trying to get at. But I appreciate that. Wharton for me, fair play. Elise would be the best signing, bro. He's arguably the best winger on the planet. You've got Kvaratskhelia, you've got Yamal, you've got Elise. He's in the argument. I'm sorry. Saka's not. He's not. Elise would be the first player to play on that right. Like, I'm sorry, Saks, play better. Be his competition then. You know, like that. I get your point, AJ. I do appreciate that. I will say it again. Trade Odegaard for. You've been saying it all season. All season. Like, you enough ratings. You haven't changed your thing. That's it. You've been saying it. Fuck Zubomendi, bro, as well. I'd love that. Both of those players. Oh my God. But look, AJ, Man City's doing Man City things. They're not fucking about. Whereas we are, again, Elliot Anderson to them. The amount of players I wanted that's turned up at City. I'm sick of it. They're washed, but they got more pool and they're willing to spend money than we are. Like, come on, man. Big up to AJ. We need to get players for winning now. Exactly. No. So I understand his point, though. So there's more of a ceiling. But that's why I'm like, this, I don't know. Like, get me Morgan Rogers. I'm not saying he's perfect for the left, but if we had him out there, do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm kind of with you more. I understand AJ's point, 100%. But I'm with the established now. Like, let's win again now. You know, Musiala and Zaya Emery as well. Musiala, of course, he's amazing. Injury prone though. If there was a chance we could get him, I wouldn't say no. But Zaya Emery, bro, that's someone that I'd definitely bite your hand off to take, 100%. But listen, guys, we're nearly on 3 fucking hours, man. I'm starving. Real Madrid want Elise. For fuck's sake, you understand what I'm trying to say? We need to move before the other big clubs move. We should have got him before he even went to fucking Munich. I said the same for Harry Kane. Jesus Christ, guys, man. 43 likes. Not too bad at all. Legends, man. Appreciate you. Remember, he's trying to improve his set-piece routines. He ain't looking for skillful players. There's that as well. That's a great point. The Arteta tax. What we try and tell you is, look, I would take Munoz as well because he's got 4 to 6. He has. I understood your point now about the younger player. I'm not saying that you're wrong. You're both right. I feel like I'm just more tipping towards like some established, just so it's not like, you know, even because Mosquera, I think he's been good, but you're young, you're raw, you still got that lack of experience. You know what I mean? So, but yes, man, my beautiful people. We're gonna have to get out of here now because it's nearly 3 o'clock, for fuck's sake. I've got things to do. I'm absolutely starving. And I've got this pagan Lewis. I've been trying to get hold of him for Under the Lens. He gave me his number, by the way, Carefree Lewis, but he's so hard to bloody get hold of. So we're gonna send you over to Troops because they're back again. You can always be back again. He's not hard to get hold of for Troops. Go over there and hit him with a views raid. It's Friday today. I might be back a little bit later, but it's probably going to be with a pre-record. Watch out on views, tube, because I'm looking to do something for that again today as well. So keep your eyes peeled, baby. And of course, we will be back tomorrow, midday. We'll be back on Sunday, midday. And we'll be back on Sunday for Pitch Politics. And tomorrow, there might even be Raise the Standards as well. All right? So big up all of you legends, man. Nothing but love. Everyone who hit the like, go to Troops, hit him with a views raid, and I'll see you a little bit later, people.
You borrow my car now. Don't wreck my shit.
Man, ain't nobody gonna wreck you, man.